Um, and of course, when we're like actually going, then I pay a lot less attention to chat because that's just how my brain works. So if you get here later and you're like, oh no, I want your kid's attention, well, that's too bad. You missed your chance. You had it. You had it. You had it in the palm of your hand. I'm looking at chat right now. And if you're on YouTube, just leave a comment. I'll probably. I was just talking about it. I'll probably start replying. You'll get a like, or you'll get a heart thing, at least within like 2 to 3 business weeks.
2 to 3 business weeks.
So yeah, if that appeals to you, subscribe, smash that like button, and I don't know. I hate this. Let's just go face live.
Face live. Oh my god.
Yeah, we have to use our faces.
I don't have my face on. I don't know what it is.
Weren't you in public at some point?
I work by myself mostly, and I was in a
birds.
car.
What if a bird
really
sees
public.
you?
Or
if a bird sees you?
Doesn't he
to
just eat
another
the bird?
human the other day. No, I'm a vegetarian. I said this to another human the other day. I'm a crow inside a person's body, so the birds and I are cool.
Are crows vegetarians?
I know, probably. They're
Being
scavengers,
crows,
eat
we're
everything.
like this.
Yeah, they're too opportunistic. If they found out they could eat metal, they definitely would.
Do
Oh,
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
shiny. They love shiny
I
things
mean,
anyways.
to be fair,
You know
so
they
do
wanna
we.
eat it. Yeah, we've had this
Yeah.
conversation many times. Panda has a spell specifically because he wants to eat metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's the,
I showed him that spell because he wants to eat metal.
Right? Exactly.
Anyway, yeah,
it's
we're
just
actually
the
going
dominance
face
of
live.
like you drink like a jug of water. You're like, you
I'm
cast a
not
spell
on
on
the
a jug. You
right.
can start eating the jug, or like gourd or whatever. Like
That
Not
is
on
one
the
of those
right.
spells of like, God, I want that in real life so bad.
Roll 20 game.
Like if you had all food and prestidigitation, like you just don't have food bills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know?
basically.
You
I guess you
outside,
still have to
the
have
rock tastes like bacon,
matter. Yeah, like
Yeah, rocks. Or just like go pull up a bunch of grass or something, or like wash it.
yeah.
Or you know what? No, because like whatever germs are germs. It's magic. Who cares? Either way, you pull a bunch of grass, you turn it into food, and you just,
It's all about presentation. You want to still make it look nice, Like,
yeah.
it's like I'm not gonna go dig up dirt and just cast it on a mound of dirt. I'm gonna make the dirt into like a little wet mud ball, and I don't know, put like a happy face on it or something, and then cast prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah,
Oh,
prestidigitation.
do you guys mind
Yeah.
I don't do the Snell poll today until we get somebody in chat, though?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's
As long as
fine.
it's before our first roll.
Oh, you want to do it before our first roll?
Well, yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
make sense if you don't.
Because
do it
then,
before our first
yeah,
roll.
then we have to, yeah.
I'm dead today.
That's okay. Is today a thing? It's just the 12th, right? That's all it is. It's like Veterans Day or something?
No, yesterday.
No,
was
Veterans Day was
Yeah,
yesterday.
That was
yesterday was
yesterday.
Veterans
That was
Day.
yesterday. Yeah.
I especially know because my bank was very annoying and be like, we don't know what your total is yet. And it's like, bitch.
Doesn't sound like the world's ending.
My kids still had school, so it's not like Veterans Day was that big a deal.
Yeah, I still had to work. Veterans still had to work.
Yeah, I mean, they always have to work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm like, damn, we couldn't even give them that day off? Shit. I'm not even like.
Which actually is funny.
hyper-patriotic
Apparently,
like that, but-
some companies actually do pay holiday pay for it that day because
Some do, yeah.
Maya was forced to take the day off because they didn't want to pay him holiday pay.
Still do that. Anyway.
I know what it is. Pico Park 2 came out and everybody's playing that.
Oh, you're probably right. You know what's also funny? I was watching. What the heck? Hold on. I was watching some video on YouTube the other day. This has nothing to do with anything, but I was watching some video and then it ended, and so the autoplay rolls over. And I've been watching some of Manly Badass Heroes back category, like long ass back category of horror games, and it rolled into a live stream that he was doing. And it happened to be because I was like doing stuff on the computer. It happened to be right as I opened the chat that we use to talk about Lost Initiative, the Kingmaker game we're in, that I'll be playing in tomorrow. Right as I opened that chat, I hear Wade's voice. And I was like, what the fuck? Did I jump in a voice chat? No, he's streaming with Manly Badass Hero. So I heard him on the video, and I was like, "Whoa, what the hell just happened?" But yeah, that was just a weird moment of like, something happened, something fucked up. Oh no, what'd I do? But it was fine. Cool. Anyhow, I guess now that our faces are up, we should use them somehow.
Should we though? Do we really need to?
Nah.
I mean, we're getting up to being close to 20 minutes, so I think so.
Yeah, I can cut out most. No, we should start. So last time, by the way, we don't do recaps. So anyway, what do you guys do?
By the way, we don't do recaps.
No. So we really don't, but I'll give a brief, since that's been a couple of weeks. I don't remember, except the part that I do, which is that Varbrong had an issue. See, Varbrong had a problem, and yes, it made it abundantly clear, other than the fact that he needs to get home, which has been kind of an ongoing. Oh, Super Sweet Zana's here. You waited right up until we started, didn't you? That would be like you, but also welcome. That's kind of been an ongoing thing with his like specific story. Is that he needs to get to Avrahana, which, since I'm going to talk about places, I may as well bring up the map. You guys are already on the damn map.
The map. It's the map.
So let me bring chat with us. Let me first move their token so that they'll be roll 20. Thank you. Alright, so that's... Oh yeah, it's actually kind of showing what we want to see here. We'll zoom out just a little bit. Avrahana's not close, so for those of you not totally super familiar with this... Oh my god, this map. A little bit higher. Come on. There we go. This over here, that's the party. This orange line is like the main trade road all the way through Setsegia. Even though it's very, very well traveled and well monitored and patrolled, it's still dangerous. It's a long ass road. And this way over here, I didn't mean to drag the whole everything over there. Son of a bitch. I'm so good at this. Guys, I'm so good at it. Crazy. My skills. Alright. This way over here is Avrahana, which is where Varbrong needs to go, because that is essentially a sanctuary for his kind called Avarak, which are a hybrid race of Avar, dwarves, and Rakag, orcs. They're not treated very well, typically speaking. They also do not do well in bright light, and they can't breed. Like, they're sterile, effectively. They're kind of seen as second-class citizens in most places. Chalk that up to either fear of the fact that they reach 7 feet tall pretty easily, and are real bulky, and have red eyes, and gruff voices, and tusks, and that kind of stuff. Or just people suck. However you want to play it. It's probably a combination of many things. But even in places where they are not like legally enslaved, they tend to be relegated to specific kinds of work, specific amounts of pay, that sort of stuff. Because they can't like build families and that kind of thing, and like build in any kind of permanence and become like actual. They don't get that same sort of treatment of like being able to be like go back generations or claim a certain family name or any of that kind of stuff, unless someone adopts one in or whatever, which would be seen as kind of weird. Either way, Avrahana is seen as basically a sanctuary for them. It is a place that is mostly abandoned. It's not safe at all. It's very wild, very untamed. Hasn't seen proper known civilization since the days of the Stark and Night, when there was a nascent, which was basically or nascent. I can't remember. I never remember how to properly say that damn word. Which was like a potential deity would be called. There was the nascent representing the Rakag, and the nascent representing the Avar, and they fought there, and they killed each other. So, yeah, since then it's been kind of fucked up over there, and just the Avarok go there, because they're like, well, at least nobody else shows up, all those people that really suck. Apparently, something is happening there. He hasn't elaborated on it, but Verbrong says he had a dream, he got a bad feeling, that he needed to get home now, that he's like dawdled too long, even though that's been his goal, but he's slowed down, made friends, things have been going well for him, so the sense of urgency kind of got taken off, but now it's kicked back on, and he's leaving soon. By soon, today. So, Eli, that's hold on, let me use the hand. That's this guy's character. Or is it working? Why didn't it work? It's not working. Hold on. How do
I was going to say, Verbrong isn't...
there, that guy.
Isn't Avrahana really the friends we made along the way? It's like, no, it's the place. Okay, then.
Oh, dang it.
Avrahana's not a place, it's a people. No, it's a place. Alright.
It's worth a shot.
But you managed to convince him to hold off, because he was gonna leave like last night and probably just run off by himself, and you managed to convince him like, hey, give us till like the morning at least, and he obliged. So now you had you had Lamia, who just got over her demon STD or whatever, statue transmitted disease. So she just got over that and was like super tired and was like, hey, should I go tell people that we need to meet? And Eli was like, yeah. And then she ran off and woke everybody up and then was like, hey, get up early. And they're like, don't wake us up at 3 a.m. if we got to get up early. Like, all right, sorry, bye. And so that happened, and then you finally went to sleep. And now it's early in the morning still, but later than it was when you ran around. So everyone's tired. Sun isn't up yet. You do see some of the night guard kind of patrolling around. They don't give you the dirty looks that you experienced in the past when you're just like a random person jogging around in the rain at night. Once they recognize you, they're like, oh, kind of give you a wave, which you've been noticing all the different treatment and stuff lately. So cool. All that being said, again, we don't do recaps. You guys, it is hella early in the morning. We'll assume that all of Aldwin Logistics and Retrieval has gathered back into the office at this point. Had a chance to dry yourselves off, hang up your clothes, whatever. Get a fire going. There's probably some tea. No pastries. The bakery's not open yet, but
Bump, bump.
But you're all there.
But sorry, before we actually get started, hey Ken, why don't you, for like when you were describing the place, Avrahana, while you're like clip that and just post it as a separate video specifically for the Avarok.
I mean, someone else can clip it. I don't want to clip it. Let's
no,
have our audience do some work for a change. What has you guys ever done except give us money sometimes?
Yeah,
But yeah, maybe. I really do need to get back to making some of the lore videos and whatnot. It's just, it takes a lot of work.
It does take some time. Okay. I was just suggesting that because you basically just did part of it, so.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, all I got out of it is Avrahana is the friends we made along the way. It's just not even that, but no.
Anyway, good morning, guys.
Yeah, Sam is doing one of these where he's like, he's resting his head on his hand, but his eyes are just shut.
So he's pulling a panda.
Yeah. He's
So.
Yes, I'm listening. Keep talking. No, I'm not asleep. If
I
I
just
start
open every
snoring,
now-
though,
Yeah.
it's just a sound I make. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Shutting off non-critical functions.
Like sight.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not holding my head up under my own power. It's resting on my hand. My eyes are shut. Not smell anything. My ears are the only thing that are working.
Fair.
Well, yeah.
Snell pulls up, and Lamia will look over to Eli and be like, I feel like you'd be a bit more eloquent than I would in why we've got everybody to wake up and get here.
You would be wrong. Verbrong needs our help. Done.
No, that's way more
What
eloquent.
kind
'Cause
of
I was
help?
gonna just say a lot more bullshit.
No, you confused the meaning of eloquence there. Eloquence is the lot more bullshit. I was more direct. Anyways, what kind of help is he's going on his little journey across? He said he needs to go now. And he tried to leave last night, but I was like, whoa, buddy. Let's get the crew together. And then he was like, sure.
Oh. Rahala has kind of a perplexed look. She says, that's all the way across and outside of the country.
Right.
You're ready to take on that journey with 4 hours prep?
Maybe not all the way, but like we can at least help him get part of the way there. We've got to probably. We may end up also having some other stuff to do. Went and talked to the White Thrush, and there may be some other work for us, and it might require us also to travel somewhat across the country. So, 2 birds, 1 stone.
He doesn't mean that. Look at Sherlock.
2 snails, 1 hawk, whatever.
Don't get him excited. It's too early.
Oh, it eats birds too, so.
It's true, yeah.
It's like,
Sherlock eats everything.
he's like, surely they don't mean me. It would take several stones. But anyway.
I mean, I know we got. That was a weird noise.
That was a weird noise. Hold on.
I heard a blue and then me.
Oh shit!
But
Hold
like,
on.
for a filter. So I was like, what the fuck?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm feeling for time. Time is filling.
I think we're good. I need to delete some stuff.
But we have horses or steeds, animals to travel on. So it's not exactly that bad. You know, we could deal with a cart if we needed to haul somebody. We can probably acquire one pretty quick. Or, you know, the next time we come around, we could probably hit one up there.
Actually, was Verbrong listed as one of the people that has a bounty on them, like we do?
I don't remember. I know
Because-
Hattie, I know Mayor, and
No. Barbarong is
Yeah,
not.
then
Yeah.
no,
Sorry, I had to-
no bounty.
Had to buffer
Yeah.
that. I was like still doing other stuff.
yeah.
Because us trying to go with him might actually be more
Detriment.
troublesome.
Yeah.
Get more of a detriment for him to get to where he wanted to be.
I mean, that is potentially true.
Maybe. I mean, him being Avarak and all, I mean, he's already going to be a target, even without an official bounty. I mean, there are unofficial ones as well. That I don't know what sort of, yes. But also, I mean, if there's any people who can get him out of the country, or even just sequestered away into a place that's out of the eyes of the people, you know, there's a lot of Avarak unaccounted for, you know. I don't want him to become one of those just because no one went with him.
Yeah, that does sound nasty.
I mean, worst case scenario, I'll just go with him and y'all can stay here. And I'm sure he and I can travel dang quick.
Sam, while I don't
let's split the party for a long time. No.
while I don't
really
doubt
long
your
time.
survival skills and such like that,
Straight up, maybe
I'm-
Sam is done for the campaign for a while, and I have to do another character. It's like, yeah, Sam's doing that. But I am offering that. Like Sam will do that.
I'm not confident that it should just be you and Verbrong.
I mean, I'll take Sherlock.
Not with Shimmy.
Listen, I Sherhawk is amazing, and I appreciate him since he literally saved my life. But maybe having someone that's able to like talk to somebody like bluntly and etc. would help.
You're not suggesting I go.
Oh god, you would be a better fit. I was actually thinking of Eli Rahala, to be honest.
As was I, because if things go poorly, he's much better equipped to deal with that.
I mean, I think we should, the three of us, I gesture to Lamia, Sam, and myself. At the very least, if anyone's going, it's probably going to be all three of us. Even if we don't make it all the way there with him, we can at least take him part way.
Did you get any more information about that whole White Thrush situation? Maybe they coincide a bit?
I mean, I got some info, but there's probably more in the pipeline. You know, I wasn't given every bit of info.
Hattie says, weren't you trying to figure out the way for us to, like, actually travel? Because right now, if we leave the city, I guess 1,000 assassins are going to attack us.
Yes, 1,000 of them. Yeah, I did do some work on that front as well. I talked to our buddy Yanish about that at one point, I believe.
Talked to an associate of his, yeah.
Yeah, but Yanish's group is what it was, I guess.
So this kind of sounds like stuff that needs to be done after Verbrong wants to leave, though, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah, some of it is going to have to be done after he leaves. We can probably talk to that guy about traveling stuff today. Verbrong wanted to leave yesterday, so we're already doing things after Verbrong wants to leave.
But we're trying to beat... The time we're trying to beat is Verbrong actually leaving without anyone.
Right, correct.
Which, if he wanted to leave yesterday, could be soon.
Right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
At least, like, he's going to come by first.
He
I
did,
got
that's
him
why-
to agree to that, yes.
Good.
That's why I woke everybody up last night, just to make sure we were all here just before he left.
Right. Okay. What did you figure out about travel? You said there's someone you need to go talk to about it.
Yeah. I honestly don't remember. It's been too long.
There was a tunnel. It was the thing that
Oh,
tied
yeah.
into the Etna. Yeah.
That's right. Okay. So yeah, there's a tunnel that can help us, but recently this tunnel has been experiencing some difficulties of the two-headed gigantic Etnish variety, and if we help them out with that, they'll let us use the said tunnel. So that's about what I found out.
Oh. So you only have to go underground and kill a two-headed giant, that's all?
Yep, that's it. Easy peasy, right?
Probably for you. that sounds horrific.
I've been swallowed alive by a plant. Giants don't 100% scare me right now.
Ettins are not usually going to eat you while you're alive. Usually, I mean, you do know what they are, other than just two-headed giant things.
Oh,
No, not really.
Allow me to elucidate you. They do have Rakog heritage, I guess you could say. Not really sure their true origin, other than maybe some different tribes or clans of Rakog long time ago, before Tsetsegi is what it is now, chased into the wilds, interbred with giant subspecies, and it did not go swimmingly. Some Etten are born more malformed or not quite viable for prolonged life, but these days, most of the time when they breed, they breed true. They chase each other away. They're rather disagreeable blokes. Two heads and all that. And by the way, the two heads are independent. They each have a brain. They each have their own ego. They can argue, they can disagree, but they also control one side of the body. It could make dealing with them problematic, but fighting, all I've ever heard is they are surprisingly cunning and adept. They tend to agree a lot when it comes to what to rip apart and then devour.
I suppose that's an important thing to agree on.
Right. I don't know what
Yeah,
sort
that sounds
of
gross.
weapons they fancy, but they do fancy them. And they often being big and strong and scary, and while not the level of intelligence of a classically trained mage or schooled person, they do have a rudimentary enough intelligence they can do things like train animals to fight for them. They tend to like bears, which are scary animals.
I mean, yeah.
And, depending on how long this one has been where it is, it could have amassed a following. Remember what I was saying about outcast or exiled clans of Rakog could have amassed around the creature. It may not be alone, is really what I'm saying. Unlikely to be with another Etten, but there may be others.
Man, if I had a rank danger, I'd probably put like tiger. No, I'd probably go like lion, tiger, then bear. Oh my. No. Couldn't help it. I thought it, then it got in there.
Yeah, that does sound like it could be pretty nasty. But
I'm
I mean,
sure
that's
you can
our.
handle it. It's just so you know what to expect. I mean, and you're going into that territory.
Right.
Yeah. They'll know the area better than you.
Yeah.
But that's just to get out and travel, right? For us, Brong wouldn't have to do that.
I mean, if he travels without you, he's in his own set of dangers.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Look, me and Verbrong have been through too much for me to let him go by himself. That's my stance on the matter.
Plus, if we're going to need to go through a tunnel across the country and fight an Etten to do that, I would much prefer to have Vrong helping us fight an Etten than doing it without him.
And just for clarification, like, did the original thing say 2 Ettins or was it 1 Etten in the original, like the OG?
The original quest you guys didn't take. They only knew about one.
Okay.
What they found out later was that there was actually a mated pair there.
Okay.
One retreated deeper into the caverns, so they didn't even know were there, and the other one they were actually able to take out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was for everybody's sake remembering the details of the thing. Got it. I'll climb up on his back and I'll pretend to be one of the heads, and we can be another Etten.
She
And
just
we can
said that
talk
they're
our way-
clever.
I mean, I thought that was clever. Be a small child Etten.
Don't worry, it's
They grow to-
ugly, so it's totally okay to kill it. God, I hate you guys.
Oh, don't worry, they grow to full size within a year.
Oh, damn. Do they?
Fast.
Yes, they do. Means they have
That's-
to eat a lot, clearly.
Their stretch marks must be crazy. Holy hell. I mean, dang. Look at you. Pull it
I
out.
will stare sideways at you when you say that.
To be fair, they're born about your size, so
Were you trying to say that small or something?
For a
for
giant
For a
infant?
giant
creature, and yeah,
Uh.
for a infant that's very large,
Yeah.
if you think about it.
Quite.
Yeah.
I'm almost the size of a grown man.
Yeah. Fully grown.
Which I think you're taller than her anyway, so.
Yeah.
Wait, how tall is Sam? Is he like 5'6"?
He's
I
5'7".
don't remember.
He's
How do
5'7".
you
Why
you
not?
remember that? Yeah,
I-
5'7".
Because when I was drawing us, I'm like, okay, this is how tall Sam is, this is how tall Lamia is, and this is how tall Eli is.
Oh, she's
Perfect.
taller.
I know the heights.
She's 5'8".
I think straight up when I was doing his like weight and age, or like weight and like height and stuff, all that, I just like MMA fighters that are 5'6", 5'7", or so, whatever like that. I looked up stuff and I'm like, okay, what's the average weight for somebody who's like lean? Like, you know.
So, to nerd out for just a second, the only reason that's not a good way is because MMA fighters cut weight to their weight class.
Yeah.
It's not their walking around weight when they're at their
That's why
healthiest.
I think I pushed.
Oh,
it
I thought we were
up.
gonna just talk about Mighty Mouse being the most dangerous person at the tiniest weight of all time,
Yeah.
but also short.
Yeah, that dude was a UFC
So
champion, but
nerd out
still
about
kept
Mighty
going
Mouse.
to his construction work job until his coaches found out. They're like, stop! Like, is this why you can't train full time and keep freaking judo throw into arm barring people? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
Concrete's not going to pour itself.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
But anyway, yes, back to the conversation. So
Yeah. So
she tells you about Ettins, mostly just to fill you in on what kind of things they are.
so we're either going to have to get past it somehow or kill it.
Right. I believe the general request was that we evict it from the tunnel system. That's what was put to me. So if we get past it, yes, we get to use the tunnel, but we don't accomplish the request.
Rahal, what do you think is more dangerous? A Etten or one of them dang... It was just in my brain. I just thought of it and I literally just forgot it.
Eight
Giant beaver. Adank, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gator beaver?
Yeah. Adanks are huge as well.
Yeah, she probably know. Hold on.
I'm just wondering my
Right, we use her
chances of-
free 20 for this, Noah.
Hey, there's some Adanks
Okay.
saying Ettins ain't shit. They've been talking some mad no.
I mean,
Saying how
in a,
Them, yeah.
Everything's prey to them, even Ettins.
my God.
And just like,
you mean like in a straight fight?
I mean, I'm
Probably
just
give it to the Edank. Just thinking about it, especially if it's in the water.
I was about to say that.
yeah. I was wondering.
But I don't know. You've seen an Edank fight. I haven't. Thankfully.
I've seen multiple Adanx fight, and it's kind of one of those things I'm hoping to forget. Not great. I mean, there's animal attacks, and then there's just like cruelty.
Sort of what they're known for.
Yeah.
Why you shouldn't feel bad about pelting them.
Pelting them with
Oh
what?
yeah, you
No.
did want to do that sometime, didn't you?
Pelting them with what? Like the weird like translation thing of like, yeah, throwing stuff at them.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna throw nothing at
Better
it.
than running up at it, I mean.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna try and like, hey, I'm gonna wrestle you.
So,
Okay, well, we definitely can't do that before we decide, like, how we're doing this.
Well, that's even if Vermont may not even want to take this tunnel, in theory.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I imagine he'd be much more comfortable. I mean,
Yeah, he
mean, true.
likes the dark and being in enclosed underground spaces. So
I wouldn't really want to take a tunnel if I knew there's a Etna in it, but that's just me.
yeah, but Verbrong is much less likely to care about that than you or I.
Yeah, it's true. Ed might just leave him alone and be like, well, that one's bigger. I don't know. But yeah.
no, keep going. I'm not interrupting. Molly, why?
Are they like...
Hydrate, by the way.
Oh.
Oh.
Because I forgot to remind you guys to get water or a drink before stream.
I mean, I got
I have
Always
the
I
mood
got it.
Yeah. I normally like to just sip it.
So,
Continue.
Sam, are you saying that if he decides he doesn't want to go through the tunnel, though, you're just going to go ahead and go with him?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not seeing my buddy off that quickly. Look, man, like,
Oh, there it is.
we fought a zombie together. We, I'm trying to think. We hung out in, like, the farm.
Talked religion and stuff.
Yeah, we talked religion. He took care of my chickens out at my, little house, cottage. I've been seeing cottage in the forest where nothing bad's ever happened.
Cabin. You can say
Cabin. That's what I've been saying. Cabin in the woods where nothing bad's ever happened. It's totally not haunted. He maybe had some things happen to him out there that were totally are off the record of the description of the place. I owe him a whole lot.
I mean, that sounds reasonable to me.
I think he'll probably take the tunnel, though. I mean, especially if it's helping us out, and also like a better shot at getting there unmolested by other things. I don't know the correct Ulu word for that. Sorry.
That is used
technically
correctly.
correctly. Yeah.
That is used correctly. I couldn't think of anything alternative either. I just decided I wasn't going to say that.
So yeah, well, I just say I think this works if everybody's on board with it. We pitch it to Verbrong. I'm confident he's going to go along with it because why wouldn't he? It gets him what he wants, and then also assistance. So yeah.
So I guess
Suddenly
if
rapid knocking on the front door. Of the
Oh, God.
office.
Is it like a police knock, or is it like?
It's pretty loud. It's also rapid.
Do we feel it in our
So,
feet?
wrong knock.
As a former pizza delivery driver who knocked aggressively because I wanted you to answer the door and had many people go, "You knock like the police," exactly like that to my face. It sounds like a police knock. So I'm going to assume it's Verbrong. I'm going to go answer the door.
No. We
Brong usually knocks
Brong didn't knock.
steady.
Yeah.
Steady.
Yeah,
knock.
that's true, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm still going to answer it.
Okay, so you pull the door open. You see there what looks like a very out of breath member of the White Thrush. He's just, sorry, can I come in? Station aside.
Step out of the way.
He like kind of hobbles in, shakes his cloak, like on his way in.
Drink, a snack. I don't know if I have any, but I'm offering one anyways.
No, I'm good. I just I haven't run like that in a while. Sir Felwell sent me. He wanted to make sure it was okay to come meet with you early. He's not too far, but I had to run ahead. Had some business on the other side of town. I didn't think this was going to happen. I have to run back if it's okay and let him know. I just wanted to rest for a second.
You're good.
Is there anything... we figured out you guys were having a really early meeting, figured it was probably important. Is there any kind of word?
Look at Lamia real quick. Did you tell literally everyone? I know I said tell everyone. I didn't mean actual everyone.
I told the company, but I didn't tell anyone outside the company.
It wasn't that. It was there's a spell. I don't remember the name, but he used it because he was using it to keep tabs on things going on in the city, and got an inkling of that and said that might be important. We should probably not go too far.
Right. Yeah.
He goes and sits on the bench. He goes, is there any words you want me to take back to him when I run back?
I mean, does he want a drink or a snack when he gets here?
Doubtful. Anything he should be aware of before he shows?
That we're probably about to head out across country and fight Netton.
Oh, that sounds really important. Okay.
Important enough, yeah.
Probably, like, about to as in, like, tomorrow? Or
Probably, yeah.
Tomorrow?
Well, I mean, we're probably heading out today.
Tonight. I doubt Vibron wants to start in the daytime if he can avoid it.
I mean, he might.
We'll talk him into the nighttime, it's fine. We need time to gather supplies, make sure we're packed. I have literally nothing packed.
Right. So I probably shouldn't rest too long. Okay. Right.
I snap at him.
Why are you fighting?
Wake up.
He goes, why are you fighting in Eton?
It's in a tunnel system it's harassing some people. You know, that's kind of like what we do. I gesture to the building.
You're just like doing a job.
But it's for assistance for other people, and yes, but also to help our friend. The two things at the same time. You know, two birds, one stone.
Yeah.
Kind of gig.
Okay. But it's like you have to leave soon, like really soon.
Yes, the sooner the better. Time is of priority to this.
Understood. All right. He gets up, kind of stretches. He goes, I'll send him post haste.
Right.
Runs outside. You see him like he gets like almost to like the end of the block, and you kind of see that like skip step for a second, and then he starts running again. Like there's like that. Oh, I really want to stop, but he can't, so he just keeps bolting.
Ugh.
I wonder if I should cast Cure Light Wounds on him.
Probably would have helped. You don't think someone should have gone with him or something? You know, it's too late now. He's got such a head start.
I mean, I can catch him.
You're not drinking whatever that strange medicine was that you were given, so you're not as fast.
But still probably
You don't know if I'm on drugs or not.
And tats.
Was that regular powder or was it? I can't see.
That'd be a messed up trap. It's like, what'd you inject me with? Mentats. Oh God. Here now, addicted to them. Have fun.
I thought you were going to say mint extract. I don't know why I thought you were going to say mint extract, but that's what was in my head.
Oh God. Oh.
Yeah, that would make him
That sounds
miserable.
awful.
I feel like that would be poisonous. But
Yeah.
like straight to the bloodstream,
Peppermint.
that would be a lot. But But anyway,
Do
yeah,
something.
I'm assuming nobody goes after him.
I mean, I
No.
often, but
It's up to you. If Sam would just
It's too
do
far
it,
now.
if he's
it's
asking
too far
permission-
now. 30 seconds ago, I could have caught him. Now he's long gone. No, so
if you guys
I'll,
keep going. Go ahead.
all of our horses are in the normal stables. Yeah,
Yes.
Shetla,
Yeah, I didn't
Eli's,
put Shetla
blanking
somewhere
on
different.
Epperman. Nix, thank you.
I totally should be. They were as of yesterday.
Right. Do we know? I didn't hear a concrete answer on who all's going. I'm kind of like glancing at
Patty's like sitting up straight.
Hattie and
Rahala's
Hattie
like
and
sliding
Rahala.
back.
How many horses should I make sure are ready?
I think it would
Patty-
be safe.
Good.
I think it would be safe if Rahala and, of course, Mayor stayed here minding the business, right, Eli?
I mean, that's up to, I mean, Mayor's not going anywhere. Try and make him leave. Anyways, but that's entirely up to Rahala.
Hattie will chime in and say, I think it might be good if all of us maybe don't go the whole way, but I mean, we have different skills and things. Like, what if you really need Rahala for something, but you're halfway across the country? I think we should, most of us go, and everyone except Rahala and Rahala should go fight the Etin. And once we've cleared it out, then they come through.
I think that's an excellent idea, but I'm not about to make anybody do a thing that I don't want to do, which is why I said it's entirely up to you all.
I do
I
think
definitely
it's...
think Rahala should fight the Ed. I think she can take it. 1v1.
So, you know
Or
what's
1v2
funny
technically,
that you
I
say
don't
that,
know
Sam?
that.
I was literally just remembered that Rahala helped us quite a bit when we went to fight the Harpies. So,
Rahala has helped us many
There
times.
could be some situation like that.
Hence why she is employed here.
Thank you, Eli. And also, I am not hired to fight. I don't know if you've forgotten my background, but I was well pampered until I became a runaway. Don't know if you saw how well I handled myself against a group of bandits that you all seem to move in and out of with ease, but it wasn't great. You guys like to shrug off all sorts of grotesque injuries. I was stabbed with a spear once, for the first time in my life, by the way, by a harpy, and I never want to do that again. Ever, for any reason, for any amount of money. You want me to read
Well,
it?
I don't blame
I will do
you.
so.
What are the
quickly. You want me
chances-
to cast a spell?
Yeah.
I will do so quickly. Decipher an ancient text, come up with a new magical incantation, perform a jaunty tune to a new song invented by Sam 10 minutes from now. Sure, gladly.
I
I'm
better get
not
started.
fighting an Etin.
Right.
I'm
nor
surprised
would I
Adeline
teach
wants
to.
to.
I'm not. Now, what I was going to say is there may be some things of interest in these particular tunnels to you. So it might be worth coming along, tagging, well behind the group. But again, entirely up to you.
That I'm willing to do. I'm no coward, but I understand that this does not stop weapons very well. She's like indicating her sleeves. But of course I'll travel with you. Okay. Well, that's solved. Now we just have to figure out when we're leaving. Look,
I'm sure
I
if Vibrong
definitely
will-
want. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I'm sure Vibrong will be here any minute now.
Yeah.
I want to talk to Rabrong, but we should start getting prepared. And that is my job, actually. What do I need to go get? We need more horses.
We need horses for a lot of us, but we need, general like camp supplies and everything ready, and anything that might be of special assistance underground. We might need some lanterns. Might need some, more rope, things like that.
I've never seen Verbrong ride a horse.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have. All right,
Yes.
never mind.
Yeah.
It's a big horse. Yeah.
Yeah, he got the draft horse.
It was a big old Clydesdale looking thing.
Speaking
No,
of
it's
which,
still a horse. Sorry.
You guys also know a much bigger horse too. The Comrade.
Yeah. Oh man.
Last time you saw the Comrade, y'all were poor.
Yes. Yes, we were.
But you will be heading that direction, so.
The Comrade. The Comrade.
Wasn't he bought already?
It sounds like
Yes. But you are headed that direction.
like 70s Oldsmobile that is basically armor plated. Instead of it just being a normal Oldsmobile, they just like armor plated it and extended it, and they're like, the Comrade, seats 10, can take us, small arms fire.
Right? It's got like a bayonet on the front. Like, what is that? Who is that for? But yes, it was bought by Batu, by Visag Batu.
Yeah.
But he'd probably sell it.
Most things are for sale. If you ask
Actually,
enough
I hadn't
times.
had to think about this in forever. Yeah, Hattie, I'm gonna need some rations.
Yeah,
that
of
goes without
course.
saying. Right.
We got to get the rations. Otherwise, you have to slow down to hunt, and it takes a long time. And sometimes the only animals you can find are cute. And you have to eat them anyway.
And we're going to be underground, so the only thing we're going to be able to find is root vegetables. And we've already talked to all of the root vegetables, so we can't eat them anymore.
You guys talk to a
We haven't
radish?
Yeah.
No.
It's like, yes. Talk to all of them. Hattie. They
All
all
of the root
speak.
vegetables, every single one.
Okay.
Speaking
But,
of roots, though, did you know there's
rations.
gingerbread toast crunch at Walmart now? And I will purchase it because Cinnamon Toast Crunch is one of my favorite cereals, and gingerbread is
Damn.
one of my favorite things.
Oh, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I'm putting that on the list. Shit that I don't need. Anyway,
Welcome,
yeah, it's
viewers.
just- okay, right? Rations, some more camping supplies. Should we get like a wagon? It's going to be slower than just riding horses, but it's a little more secure and it's more comfortable.
Wait. Don't we have a wagon?
But it might make us stand out a
you
little
have
bit
a
more.
wagon?
I think we purchased a wagon for some
Yeah, I
reason,
think
for
you
some
did.
other thing, so I'm checking my assets.
Yeah, I think you bought a wagon specifically for the winter trip.
I'm checking my assets in my thing.
It was for the winter trip. That means they got left with those other folks, which I
Yeah,
didn't tell you they
that's-
were back. I didn't tell you they made it back. So
Yeah. I must have left it because we left it with them. I took it off my stuff. So yeah, I no longer have a wagon in my assets folder.
let's see. There's some other land vehicles. Carriage is another one. That's probably the most comfortable one, but not necessarily like super economical.
I do, however, have a billiard ball that's from all the way in Gurga still.
Oh, the
that I
fucking
stole
That's
out of
right, you stole that.
room.
That's that's like the fucking top in fucking Inception. It's just be like, okay, I see the billiard ball, but I know I'm dreaming.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, Yeah, let's look at some land vehicles. What would be available here? So carriage would be available, carts would be available, not chariots. This isn't really the place for those.
Oh man.
See, from in Saigon, probably wouldn't be able to find. You could probably
I have
find
2 days of
sleighs,
rations.
but they aren't going to be super useful to you on this trip.
Oh.
And then wagons up
is
to
what you said.
yeah, wagons up to heavy. You can probably find up to heavy wagons pretty much any major city along the main road. So that would include here for sure. The heavy wagon is big. See, muscle pulls. So you need. So you can be 4 medium creatures or 1 large creature. So you only need 1 horse to pull even a heavy wagon. In the case of the creature's animal intelligence, yeah. Order squares. I'm trying to find the speed.
How's Chad doing?
Who knows? But it can carry up to 4,000 pounds of cargo. That's the main thing.
4,000. Do we have 4,000? I'll take 4,000 balls. Oh my gosh.
Maximum speed on a heavy wagon is also twice the speed of the pulling creature.
Okay.
Obviously, you're not going to be traveling at max speed the whole time.
Right.
So that would mean... where's my travel thing? I had all this shit, like, in my head before, and then, time has passed. Overland movement.
It does that.
Where's them speeds at? It's still a lot slower than... Okay, so per day, a wagon's going to move 16 miles. And then obviously you can hustle to get an extra... You get extra mile out of that each day. So if you use your hustle, you can move 17 miles, which is fantastic.
Fantastic.
Take that out. I'll try to get all the statistics together for you guys. You're not gonna have to RP buying the stuff.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. No, sorry. Move. If you used your hustle, you would move. What is it? 18 in a day.
Okay.
That's a heavy wagon, obviously. I think all the wagons and carriages and stuff they move about that same speed. It's really more about how many creatures you need to pull them and how much they can carry.
Okay.
So a medium wagon, still 4 medium creatures or 1 large creature that pulls. They all have driving checks too, which you don't have to make unless something happens. So handle animal or profession driver.
Okay.
I assume the only one of you who has handle animal is Sam.
I'm pretty sure you're correct.
And the only one in your whole company who has profession driver is Mayor, who is
not coming.
I have
who's
handle
not
animal.
going. Oh, you have handle. I thought you just had survival. Okay,
No, that's why I have Chetla.
cool.
I think we both put some in there to be like, yeah,
To get the
if
can
we
do
have
that
to
with
mount
ride.
combat or whatever.
Yeah.
You can do that with ride too. So that's why
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't assume you had
I
handle.
do
animal.
also have ride. My ride's higher than handle animal.
But yeah, the driving check would be, yeah, you want whoever has handle animal to be the one mostly doing the driving.
Right.
So the medium
World soon.
will carry up to 2,000 pounds. And then, of course, the light, I'm assuming, is 1,000. So, yeah, a light wagon is 1,000 pounds. Takes up 4 squares, so it's much smaller. Medium takes up 6. The heavy takes up 8. Obviously, also more people can be on it. It also has the carriage is the one that has like a roof, which is where you store your cargo, and it's actually covered, which is very nice, since it rains all the goddamn time. Carriage, the roof compartment can carry 200 pounds of cargo, so you would need probably multiple carriages. You're taking like enough gear for, all of you guys' stuff, plus travel gear and whatnot. You'd probably need a couple of them. So here's the good news. The most expensive of all of those vehicles are the carriage and the heavy wagon. Those are 100 gold to buy.
That is good news.
Yeah.
So, in that case, if we all want a carriage or a wagon, the company will certainly purchase us one.
Yeah, if you want to travel in comfort, you'll probably need 2 carriages just to make sure all of your gear gets carried. Because hold on, let's be precise about this. We have all 3 of you plus Rabrong, likely Rabrong,
Right.
Hattie, and Rahala.
Mm-hmm.
So that is technically 6 medium creatures. Technically 6 medium creatures. The Rabrong is just very big. So a carriage has 2 decks. Obviously, one is for pet. So a carriage can comfortably transport 4 passengers. 4 spaces for medium creatures.
Cool. So yeah, we would need 2.
And then the upper deck is where the driver goes and 1 other passenger. So that's 6 people. So you can all go on one cart or on one carriage. The problem is just the weight distribution means if it's all 6 of you and all of your gear, it probably all won't work going on one carriage. So you would need either another wagon or something, or just grab another carriage so you have some separation. The only other downside of the carriage, again, that's comfort travel, right? Is it requires 2 large creatures to pull, or 6 medium. So you need 2 horses per carriage.
Okay.
Horses are not cheap either, obviously.
No.
Like it specifies, in addition to 1 driver and 1 other person seated next to the driver, often armed. Yeah.
And, what we now traditionally would call the shotgun seat.
Yes.
Well, gotta change my full name, but not.
So if you want my suggestion, I would say get a carriage for all your people folks, as well as your most immediately important gear, all your stuff that if you lose it, catastrophe, right? And then get like a light wagon, so that way you just need a total of 3. I wouldn't even say horses. You need a total of 3 large creatures, or some medium folks that'll pull you along. You could get a horde of fucking donkeys if you really wanted to. Just rest assured, if you do,
donkeys.
they're all going to bite all of you, because every one of you laughed when Mikhail got bit.
I was gonna say they were gonna turn into a vampire donkey, so we could save on
Who got
5
bit?
pieces of gold.
Like, I know you've heard this. My character in the Wednesday game that I'm in, there was a donkey that was our pack mule, and its last dying breath it used to bite my character.
Oh yeah.
It was hilarious.
My mind immediately jumped to the comparison of like, did the Grand Caliph get reincarnated as a donkey?
God.
And it was like,
Oh, no. That would
oh.
be a different thing that we have to deal with.
That sounds like a fucking isekai.
Yes, it is.
I was the god
The
king
ruler,
of
yeah,
the country.
And
I
now
got
I'm
reincarnated as a donkey, and I must gain back my powers.
and I'm making it everybody else's problem.
It's only 2 chapters long, and he dies again.
Or someone's like, oh, so I'm guessing, like, you know, going through the hardships and stuff, like, he learns to appreciate people more. Oh, no, he goes more evil. he's so much worse
He's
by
a
the end.
donkey.
Okay, but we have 3 large creatures currently, correct? In that we
Yeah.
have Ginger, Nyx, and Chetla.
Chetla, and yeah, you have 3, yes.
So we're good. We'll do that plan. That works.
You do have them. You could also, of course, if you want to get another horse or other riding animal for if someone wants to ride ahead without having to unhitch them from either of your vehicles or anything like that, or so you could leave one of your animals unhitched for, hey, we need to send someone ahead or whatever, or behind, or whatever. It just might not be a bad idea to have one that's not always hitched up.
I can set about purchasing another horse. I probably know people around town, and I have history of livestock, so
That's true.
Well, you can go
indeed.
help Hadelin with that because that's part of what she's doing is getting stuff. So one more horse it is. Get a larger horse. There's like I have a light horse, Chetla's a light horse, Ginger's a short. Let's get something that, if needed, could carry the Bronx weight. If say we have to split ways and go our separate ways, and all we can do is send them off on a horse.
yeah.
Is Chetla a light horse?
I know she's.
I don't think
battle
Chetla
trained.
is a light horse.
I think Chetla's the heavy horse. I think Chetla's the only heavy horse. So it still might not be bad of another.
Yeah, I
2
agree
heavy
with
horses
that.
still would be good.
I never built Chetla's thing. But I had made sure to spend the points to get the battle ready one.
Okay. Hold on. Let me. What is this? Oops. Forgot to put Pathfinder.
Where
You ever do that where you start
is-
typing the name of like an item or something and you forget to put the system it's in? So you're like, why is this
Yes.
telling me? Oh, right.
Yeah.
How much are horses?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
This is useless.
in ancient Egypt, horses were no like. Okay, that's like.
Okay.
Bread
So,
to horse money
I'll throw this
conversion. Like,
into the Zoom chat. So this is the item I found that seems like it's probably going to be the bulk of your survival supplies for where you're going. It's not cheap.
mm,
Oh, that's the brooch. Okay. Anyway.
ooh, chalk.
So what I have them looking at, chat, is an underground survival kit. It's big, weighs 30 pounds. It's a backpack that contains a variety of tools to survive an accidental subterranean expedition. I like how it specifies accidental.
Yeah.
That includes chalk, a climber's kit, a compass, a grappling hook, a hammer, 5 pitons, 100 feet of silk rope, and an ever-burning torch. The kit also contains a potion of dark vision, in the event light would draw unwanted attention. Since oozes are a common underground hazard, the kit also includes 2 alkali flasks and a dose of blade guard, which basically protects a weapon from being damaged by hitting an ooze. Finally, a guidebook provides helpful information about underground flora and fauna, granting a +2 circumstance bonus on knowledge engineering checks to identify the abilities and weaknesses of creatures encountered in that terrain. So it's pretty good. I'm not saying you have to buy that. I'm just throwing it out there that that's a thing I found.
Excuse me. No, I would authorize that purchase. Let's go.
Right. It's only 664 gold.
Wow, that's more expensive than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, it's mostly because of that potion of dark vision.
It's true.
That potion of dark vision. Like,
I
100
don't
feet of
need
silk
that,
rope.
though.
But you don't.
No, I mean, I have the spell Dark Vision, so none of us need that, technically.
Unless you get separated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Or run out of spells.
That too.
We'll run out of spells.
Or somebody gets thirsty and also wants to see in the dark.
Yes, both. I need to do both.
But I only want to spend a move action and a standard action. Can I do that? I've got just a potion for you.
I like how you say
expensive.
that as though Sam wouldn't just put that into his bandolier.
I mean, yeah, you could also do that.
But yeah, I'm fine with that.
You buy that?
Let's buy that. Yep.
So there's that.
So there's that. Oh, we
Campsite
want a large
key.
horse, and then the
Large
wagon
horse.
and
Sounds like you're ordering at a restaurant.
yeah.
Take one of those underground
Can I get
survival
a
kits,
large farva?
horse. a
Oh.
large farva, yeah. Combat trained or no? Or do you need to know the difference first?
I'm gonna. I don't think any of our other horses are combat trained, so I'm gonna pass. And Chetla might be, but I don't think Ginger or Nyx is, so it doesn't. If one of them's not, and they're both pulling the wagon, they're both gonna have the same problem.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
It's mostly just like, do you want to be able to ride this horse in the battle without making a bunch of handle animal checks, right?
Yeah. No.
The difference is 100 gold. So a
Yeah.
regular heavy horse 200, a combat trained 300.
Yeah, we might as well. If we're possibly gonna give it to Braun, we might as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he might need it.
Okay, so it's 300 for the heavy horse.
Denatso wanted to know, do potions quench thirst?
Do potions quench thirst? Depends.
They're the quenchiest.
I mean, if they're like a tincture,
No. If they're tincture, no.
yeah.
Them's is diuretics. Yeah, there's no
I
like
wanted,
hard
like-
and fast rule on it, so it's kind of handled by situation.
On that 300 cost for the horse, am I able to negotiate that any down using?
Yeah, we
Any
can
history of
try to handle it quickly.
I mean, yeah, I'm just
Hold on a second, let me get this over here.
like we're fighting over a couple gold, but like
Well, I mean, yeah, potentially. So
I like my background to matter a little bit.
yeah, absolutely.
You
So
know.
you can give me. We'll start with the profession farmer check, actually.
Also, we get to roll something.
True. Yeah.
22.
Nice.
Wow,
22.
it was really nice and close to that 13 and to that 1.
Yeah.
So, yeah, with 22, you're able to pretty quickly identify, which ones are. You're able to quickly identify which ones are probably the most healthy, that have probably been around here a little bit, had time to like make it used to people a little bit more. You just get like which ones you get a good sense about. So I'll adjust the next DC. Next one we'll say is handle animal. You would pretty easily be able to negotiate yourself into being like, hey, can I go check this horse out? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 15.
Yeah, so it's 15. So you're able to pretty quickly pick out of the ones that they've said are, combat trained and that kind of stuff. One of them is fairly scarred up. There's like two. There's two horses available that meet your criteria, right? One of them is kind of scarred up. Not like horribly. It's not like limping or anything. You just see that like it's had to heal from some wounds a few different times. Nothing horrible, just like you can see it's got some battle, like some little marks of battle on it. But it really seems like it's in good health. Like, it doesn't look as pretty as the other one. Like, the other one seems mostly unblemished, like it's freshly trained. They've maybe run it on a few, like, kind of mock battles, that kind of stuff, just to see how it reacts, because to the horse it's about the same either way.
People banging on shields and throwing stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, like, and they're both going for basically the same price. So, I don't know how you want to angle that. Like, if you want to try to negotiate, like, hey, this one looks kind of roughed up, like, knock some off the price. Or, hey, this one looks new, untested. Like, those are kind of the two angles I see for this.
I'm going to see if either of these two I'm going to ask the key thing, have been trained specifically for nighttime use.
Good question. Okay. That's
the clever way of asking. Is it going to be good inside a tunnel where there's no natural daylight? Yeah. Sense motive?
Yeah, give me a sense
What
motive.
you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, sense motive.
Let's be clear. They're going to tell you, they're going to say whatever
One.
they say, right?
7.
All right, Panda.
7. With 7, you get a little bit distracted.
How do these
as he's
do
talking,
in the dark?
because you can see that Sherlhawk, you see Sherlhawk like turn their head really quick, and so you naturally you're like, what is he looking at? And while the person's talking to you about something to do with like, oh yes, something about being at night, and we walk this one out here occasionally, making sure you can tell the low light. You get really distracted. Dave, what color snail has Sherlhawk spotted?
Oh, it's definitely puce.
Fuck you. Yeah, no, I'm not having this. Puce. Got everybody Googling puce right now.
Is the body puce or is the shell
The body
puce?
is puce.
I'm getting a picture of it so I can drag it onto
I mean, like a piece of shit right here. Puce.
So the body is puce. What color is the shell?
Aquamarine.
Okay.
I'm trying to get this to cover the
Say
entire.
you bust
map.
out like a vermilion or something. I'm gonna throwing hands.
No, I'm not naming any colors that are cities in Pokemon.
Yeah.
There we go.
It has been almost 2 months since I last posted a snail description in the snail repository. So
Yeah, I got kind of lazy.
good job,
on it.
guys.
Yeah, it's been a good minute. I think most of
That's
the ones have
penis,
been in
everyone.
combat or high stress
Mhm.
situations where we didn't have time to.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah, yeah.
Where it just didn't seem like it would fit to do that, but yeah, there you go. Now everybody knows what color puce is.
Yay!
I'm not putting
I
up
like
marine. If you don't know that, then Google it.
I like to imagine it's this one's trained at night, and wah 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 wah. I was like, what is he looking at? He's locked onto something. Sort of not like some kid running around that he's locked onto, right? Like he's not like
Sure,
hmm,
I was gonna try to carry
I bet I
it.
could carry that one off.
Yeah, you've
I'm
definitely seen
going
him
to
just
try.
like you've definitely seen that gaze snap onto like the occasional stray cat or
Yeah.
person's small dog. You're like, But, so
We
yeah,
know better. We've had this conversation. I cast speak with animals specifically.
Like, we'll say by this point, you definitely know that he would never just take off and like snatch somebody's pet or just like a random animal like that. It's just the instincts to be like prey. Like he can't turn it off, but he's like, I won't go after it, but I want it to know that I know it's there. So, but the snails, those are, he'll go after those. Bugs are fair game.
Yep.
And
They're free
you haven't
real
really got to
estate.
see him hunt other birds too much. So
Mhm. Also, I don't want to. The reasoning for me not asking him to repeat himself is I'm just gonna be like, I didn't get distracted.
right.
Well,
Yeah,
thank
you're pretty sure they said
I didn't
yes.
get distracted.
You're pretty
Yeah,
damn sure they said yes on both.
I think I'm gonna end up taking that older one over there. I think he's.
Oh, sorry, Denoso. I forgot to turn him back on. Go ahead.
Uh, you, yeah, I don't know if I should do this. I can't speak with. I can't speak with animals. I can just go straight up ask the horse if it wants to.
Do you want to be bought?
You could.
And then
Yeah,
possibly
like, do I want to
give it to
form an
Armor?
emotional like bond with this animal? No. I think I'm gonna spare myself that. And I'll just end up negotiating for the more scarred up one. I just think maybe it's a little bit better. Just because scarred up doesn't mean it's like been. It's not as good, you know.
Right.
It's like an old
That's
farm
what I was
truck.
trying to
An old
give
farm
you.
truck's an old farm truck for a good reason. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get across, is that like it's not actually worse off than the other ones. It's just maybe at first glance
Yeah.
someone might think it is.
So that you could try and negotiate a little bit cheaper price, which was the reason you came out here.
Yeah. Well, how do I do? Is it like now 290?
Yeah, give me a diplomacy. We'll see.
10 gold is 10 gold, bro.
I mean, yeah. Diplomacy. Still not very good.
It's helped a lot
Hey,
by the fact that
19.
you actually kind of know what that should be. That's
Like-
part of the profession.
Nice.
Good, decent, bad, good. Yeah,
19,
so-
solid. You keeping it?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, you managed to haggle him down. You're just like, hey, you know, for 300. That's a lot. You know who we are. I don't know, but so yeah, you managed to haggle him down a bit. It's not like a massive discount, but instead of the 300, he'll take 280.
Okay. How do you pay the man? No, I assume she took the gold.
Yeah, she would be
Just
carrying.
massive bag of gold. Okay, just knocks him unconscious. That's what you meant, right? We're stealing it.
Yep, that's
Look, yes, Hattie, in broad daylight with witnesses. Just how I like my thievery.
To be honest, a good code word for knock him out would be like in a deal, like we're stealing this.
Naked
from
and
the
also,
name, pay the man. You know,
Mhm.
instead of like, okay, well, here's what we'll pay you. Then or it's like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and pay you now. We're like just literally two different key phrases of like, no, we're actually gonna pay you. Or like, nah, hit him with it.
Yeah.
Be a good.
Okay.
phrase. Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's 280 out of the treasury. It will say, so you get a horse, you got parts and everything. You guys are trying to like hurry up and do this stuff. So who is going to go to the coin caller to try and to talk to the contact that you had about going to this tunnel? You're gonna go, okay. So that's Eli. So you head off. Thankfully, yeah, dude's actually there pretty early. You managed to get to him before he actually left, because he was going to leave and just have you talk to someone else. But surprised to see you. We don't have to play through the entire thing. But you let him know, hey, we're going to go use that tunnel. And at first, he's kind of relaxed, just like, oh, okay, well, when do you plan to head out? That kind of thing. He's actually talking to you in Tertian. And then we were like, like tomorrow, the latest. He's like, okay, well, let me get some things together. And he like instantly gets up from his table, like actually cashes out of his game of Hunter's Gambit he's in, and is like, I'll bring some things to your office in the next couple of hours. And like, all right, cool. Because he's gonna have to bring you like a map and some other stuff so you can actually get on track. Cool. So you get that handled, and do you go right back to the office after that, or do you stay out and just figure Rahala and Mayor will take care of whoever gets there?
Stay out trying to find other stuff, do whatever.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. So you stay out?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have other stuff. Cool. Lamia, are you staying at the office, or is there stuff you're doing?
Lamia's gonna stay at the office, try and catch up a little on some sleep, because she's still tired.
Yeah, everyone is.
I mean,
Okay.
fatigued literally, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. So yeah, it's, you can tell, by the time, Sam, by the time you get done, haggling for this horse and everything, you go out with a Hattie, put money down on, carriages, all that stuff, tell them what place to take them to, like which entrance you want them stowed at, because you can't just park them outside the office. There's not enough space. But
what if I get some traffic cones and I put some traffic cones out? Is there enough space if I do that?
We don't own the space.
What if I turn the hazards on?
And
no, traffic gnomes. Yeah. I'm gonna hire some gnomes with bright orange hats.
Essentially, with the fact that you guys have made it what is essentially a fucking massive purchase, when it comes to you bought a whole carriage and a wagon, they're like, okay, yeah, we'll cover the lot for these for the next week, even though you're not going to need them there for a week. It's not super expensive to keep that there. It's basically just so that security and whatnot can be paid, make sure nobody's fucking with it, pays the guard, that kind of thing. It's really to the city, but they're like, yeah, that's whatever. Big ass purchase, you're good. So you don't have to worry about that for now. By that time, you can tell the sun is starting to come up. So Rabrong is probably going to be showing up soon. Just about that time. Lamia, you hear the loud on the front door, which you can just tell that's him trying to knock softly.
Lamia will go and stumble into the door and open it. Awesome. Thank you for meeting us, Rabrong.
You don't have to actually open the door, but by the time you get into the main area, you can see that Rahala has gone and opened the door. So he's ducking into the building by the time you get over there. So he ducks in, looks around, says, "Why not ready to leave?"
Great question.
Eli left, and then she'll say to Rahala.
He did. We're actually getting ready to leave. Needed to grab supplies and that sort of thing. Rabrong just kind of grunts, looks around a little bit more. You can see him look at the bench like he was gonna sit on it, but then he just stands in the corner. Not take long, right? No, they left an hour or so ago, maybe more. I've been absorbed in things. But no, everyone's getting ready. We've actually figured out a path to take, and we just need to get things together, like carts and horses and that sort of things. Stuff you don't put one before the other.
Isn't that funny?
I thought it was hearts before the cart.
You don't put the cart before the horse.
Yeah. There's one you don't put in front of the other. Yeah.
We intend to go with you at least a good chunk of the way.
Thank you. Rabrong appreciates this. Would go alone. Chances of success much lower.
Sam wouldn't have let you gone alone, just so you know, Rabrong.
Sam is friend, but Sam cannot stop me.
Well, no. He wouldn't have stopped you. He would have gone with you.
No, you'll have to go through me first. Move.
Picks you up, moves you, sets you down.
Goes to set you down and puts you in backpack.
Yeah. Carries you like a football the entire way.
Train we must. To your homeland we will go.
You see what you think is a slight smile at that, Lamia.
would help, but everyone go is better. People on the road, in caves, some villages not want me to pass.
That's true, but also we're gonna go through a tunnel, and while we're in that tunnel, we're probably gonna have to beat up / kill it's called an Etin, right, Rahala?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Kill that, and then keep going through the tunnel.
Tunnel. Tunnel's not bad. The Brown knows tunnels.
Well, I am certainly glad to hear that you think that sounds like a good idea.
As long as they hurry.
Yeah, like Rahala said, they've been gone for a little bit, so they should be back anytime now.
I think our future is in danger.
He kind of looks back at the door for a second. He kind of walks into like the main area.
The future of the Avarok, or everybody's, or...
My people.
Okay. I mean, not to say that that's not any more worrying than if it were just... If it were everybody. Okay, thank you, wrong.
No, some things secrets will not share when so many ears just outside the walls.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you're probably right, wrong.
Okay. So Sam, after you guys get all the supplies that you need to like go directly get, some will be delivered shortly. Literally, people like run off to go get them because I imagine you're like, we're leaving soon. You're like, okay, go grab stuff. They'll bring it to the office. It's a known location. Yes, I'm assuming come back to the office at that point. You and Hattie.
Yeah, or him and Hattie.
Did you pick up rations too?
Yeah,
like,
I'm assuming you
Lobby
got.
asked. Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're gonna. We'll say we'll round to 1,000 on like total supplies, counting the underground kit. So that would be 338 more gold. We'll say that covers camp supplies, rations, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Sorry.
Because we left like everything.
Yeah.
Like our tents, our winter blankets, all that jazz. I think we ditched it all.
Quite a bit of stuff just to be like, we gotta go.
Hey, dude,
get on the horse.
Some dude in like 50 years from now is going to be adventuring out there and be like, oh, thank God. Bro, I needed this.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I actually already had an idea for stuff. So, I don't know if it'll ever discover it, but I already had an idea. That does involve someone finding all that stuff.
Good for them.
Anyway, but so you guys immediately come back. You you have like an area for like drop-offs, like expand it a little bit. So they're like, okay, people pile their crap here that we bought, so that they don't have to come knocking on the door or whatever. Great. You can see it from the window. You head back inside. You see Verbrong is already there. He's like kind of leaned against the wall, and he like pushes off it as you come in, but then he notices that it's not everyone yet. And you can like see the frustration on his face.
Where's Eli?
That's for you, Sam. Unless you're gonna have Hattie.
He went to talk to the White Thrush about stuff.
So where's Eli?
I am
Yeah.
actually doing that, which is where I would go
Yeah.
next because that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
So in that case, yeah, you do find them. You find Farewell is actually like on his way to your place. So you like actually
Okay, cool.
run into him before he gets there. You see him. There's like a few other White Thrush members. You can see some of them are kind of peeling off as they walk, and he notices you like across the street as you're coming over there. Kind of waves you over, keeps walking. And I imagine you kind of just fall in line with him. Just the man I was looking to see. Heard you were having a bit of an expedition pretty soon.
Yeah.
Right. Must be important.
Pretty important, yeah, I'd say.
'Cause, apparently, I'll tell you a bit more once we get to your place, but I managed to scrounge together enough details to hire you and your crew.
Excellent.
It's not the full dossier, so to speak. There was more information we're trying to gather, but
Okay.
when the ears of the city told me you were potentially moving soon, I figured I needed to move soon as well.
Yeah.
The unfortunate news is it means I can't follow directly on your heels. Men aren't ready to move yet, not in that kind of force. But we will be behind. Not sure how far. So,
Okay.
if you don't mind me inquiring, what's the nature of your sudden trip?
So we've got a friend who needs to get across the country, and we're going to help him do that. And on our way to do that, we're also going to go fight and hit him.
Just
In
for
a
the sport
tunnel.
of it?
Because we were hired to do so.
Huh. Well, those two things may coincide. I mean, I was actually going to ask you to go across the country as well,
Excellent.
all the way to the capital. In fact,
Wow. Okay. Well, that's on the way that we're going. So
it is. I'm sorry to pry. I just want to be of as much help as I can. Is there something you need over there or that your friend needs? Anything that we can help with?
he's trying to go home.
Which is?
Rahana.
The Avarak man.
Right. Yep. That
The only
guy.
people who call that place home. It's not the easiest thing to find ships that go there, but I happen to know an expedition that might head that direction. I can write you a letter of recommendation.
Well, that
Something that'll
would
come
be
out of the
helpful.
White Thrush's coffers. I don't know if you plan to head there as well, but if you do, obviously they can accept you on, but I would ask that you don't. The matters in the capital may take quite some time. We'll see.
Well, as of right now, we have no intention to go all the way to Abrahana. We were just trying to get him across the country, help him along as far as we can.
He nods. As you get to your office, there's like 3 other White Thrush that kind of stand back, and they one of them says, "We'll secure the area." They start to kind of file out around the buildings. They're just going to make sure that nobody listens in.
Cool. Great.
So you guys finally head in, and Varbrong immediately kind of stands up straight again as he sees you and says, "Good, time to leave." Then he notices Farewell. Just kind of grunts and stares at him like he's waiting for someone to tell him whether or not he should hurt this guy. Farewell
So-
kind of stops in the doorway.
Yeah. I'll be like, he's good. Don't worry about him.
Why is he here?
Well, he's giving us our next job.
That, and I believe you're the one they're helping. I'm going to help you too.
Heard that before.
Not for me, you haven't. He walks in, closes the door. Kind of regards each of you for a moment, like he's kind of putting names to faces because he hasn't met all of you. Says, I'm farewell. I believe some of you met my sister. I hope she left a good impression and didn't say anything too bad about me. Unfortunately, I'm here on business, so what's being asked is for you and your crew to head to Darnaneto, the capital of Setsegia. There's further orders that await you there.
Yes.
Never. And I'm from here, but there's further orders awaiting you there. But here's what I can tell you in the meantime. There's been another temple that's been found. Those of you who don't know too much about the capital, it is actually in two... It's almost like two cities at the same time. There's one above ground, one below. If you know about the Chavakeha, the bearing of the stones, it's in a lot of ways a reference to the capital. Those are the stones that were buried. It's not the only city that is built atop a sprawling ruins of a previous city. Most people, of course, live on the upper city. That's where most of the residences, businesses, other things are. The lower part, I'm trying to actually find my breakdown of this so I can actually speak in world terms, but I forgot I closed freaking OneNote. There it is. Alright, let's see. So the upper level is called the Divaji, which, that's where most of the proper city is. The Delkahi is the lower portion, the ruins. The edge of it is coastal. It's where most of the docks and other things are. People that live there tend to live in that dock ward. Deeper in, you'll mostly find security outposts, barracks, stations with adequate defenses, because the rest of the Delkahi hasn't been fully mapped out. It connects to... The only thing I can describe it as is a set of sprawling catacombs that reach into the very bones of Setsegia. Many of those tunnels have been secured, of course, so things can't just simply emerge out of them out of nowhere, but they haven't been totally explored. Gradually, that place is getting more and more populated. But occasional expeditions do go through. Several months ago, an expedition by... Well, you can probably guess who, since it wasn't yourselves. Dorat Acquisitions made their way in. They've sent several. We've been working with them for quite a while now. Obviously getting detailed reports, and they found a lot of important things. Most of them turned in, most of them benefiting the cities, whether they be scrolls or magic, wondrous creations from ancient days. Lots of important things have been found. Things relating to our most ancient of histories. But just being the people we are, naturally suspicious. We do occasionally go over different bits of information we found, go through auguries through the shamans and some of the different oracles and things that have been born throughout the land. just to check the validity of our information, and we found some inconsistencies with their reports. They've passed every zone of truth, and we always meet under them. But as you all know, there are ways to circumvent those. Or at least as one of you knows. The inconsistencies we're finding is the nature of the areas they've found some of these items in. We haven't confronted them directly, because then we lose information. We no longer get the truthful parts of their reports. We no longer have anyone exploring them, but being more critical has revealed to us. He pauses again, almost just you can almost tell it's a habit of just trying to be is this too much information? And he's kind of checking himself. And he kind of shakes his head and says, they found the lair of another nascent. Another statue, likely crafted by Smooth Hand forever ago. Keep in mind, this is extrapolation on data we've collected. I don't have proof to show you. But the way they've concealed the locations of certain things, some of the histories they've found, what they're connected to, I will tell you the theory, or the hypothesis, or the idea that I'm working off of. You were kind enough to tell me, or to tell some of us, of the statues yourselves have found. I believe that the statue of Vladimiri you discovered was one of two. I believe that one had a certain purpose. I can't say what it is without having gotten to go and study it myself or bring our scholars in. But I don't believe it was it was the primary purpose. I think it had just a specific task, something that maybe has been fulfilled, maybe has become irrelevant. It's hard to say. But I believe there to be another. One built in secret, and it may not be the only double. We need some people we can trust to go in there. Verify, clean up the information, whatever Thorat has fed us, fill in those blanks, and get that back to us. I'm not asking you to go and slay some legendary creature or destroy one of these statues. Gods above, please do not try to do that. If you can, don't disturb them at all. Merely confirm. Report. Again, further orders await once you arrive. There may be more in this for you to accomplish. Obviously, we'll make sure you are well compensated for this. I can tell you, I've been authorized to give you 2,000 gold pieces just for making the trip. Legitimately, without signing a contract, just to go and hear out my leader.
Well, that, is quite the incentive, as if we weren't already going to do it already. That kind of pays for our trip preparations, though, which is fantastic.
Good. Hopefully this Etten business doesn't derail you too far. I trust you can deal with it. Do be careful.
We'll try. It's going to be our easiest way to get across the country without potentially running into some bounty issues.
Right. Unfortunately, not really our area. Otherwise, I'd try to make sure that got cleaned up for you, but... Anyhow, once you do reach the capital, just as quickly as you can, head to the Dalkahi, into the Ward District. You'll see there's a temple there. Temple to Ulat, god of the oceans. That's our base of operations in that city.
Right.
We'll be speaking directly to Altan Batbayar. the leader of the White Thrush. He's
Okay.
normally is in the previous capital, but this is a special circumstance.
Wonderful.
Let's see. Are any of you trained in knowledge history?
Am I?
No knowledge is for the fighter.
You don't need it.
Nope.
Oh,
You're gonna
cool.
get
I
some
am not
information.
trained in knowledge history.
I am
You
not.
just have local, right?
Yes, I just have local. That is correct.
It makes a lot of sense for Sam not to know this, because
I'm
you're
not
the
aware.
most you're the most outsidery of the outsiders, right? Like Eli's an outsider too, but he's lived here for a while.
Yeah, I'm
then
popularized by
live in
being
Durga.
the set in Tulsa. Wait, yeah.
Yeah, like Eli's
Sorry,
from
Oklahoma
like,
joke
if you-
there, I guess.
Like if you guys were in America, Eli's like from Canada, Sam's from Germany. It's like, well, it's like yeah, you know about American things, but anyway. So
Yes, hamburger.
so anyway, you guys, Eli, you can roll knowledge local.
Okay, I will
Is
indeed
it-
roll knowledge local.
It is a higher DC than the history, but it still works.
Knowledge locale.
Hmm.
Hey, look at that. Look at that 26 right there.
Nice.
Oh shit! Also, I said the wrong thing. The temple they use as their base of operations is the Temple of Fallen Leaves. It's a temple to Mr. Gaia.
Oh,
There
okay.
is a temple to Ulot there, but it's not the one they use. 26, nice. Okay, so both of you definitely know the name Altan Batbayar. That is so. I've done so many lore dumps this time.
Oh, right.
The
halfway
Chavakeha
through.
is the also called the Burying of the Stones. I'm gonna actually pull it up and like read it in case I contradict myself. Scrolly. This occurred roughly 50 years ago. At this point, a little bit longer than that. That's what I say roughly. It was a cataclysmic event occurred while leaders from Gurga and Setsegia were performing a ritual to open one of the many stone temples beneath the Setsi earth. A roar heard for miles occurred in the middle of the ritual. The earth split, and everyone within 1 mile of the event died instantly. Everyone but Altan Batbayar, the voice of flame. So, Setsegia has 3 leaders. They don't have like a specific centralized government necessarily, but they do have 3 leaders. They have the Wind Spear, who's their military leader. They have the Voice of Flame, which is the like civics. Think of them as like the voice of the people. And then they have the Wood Shaman, who is the religious leader, the like leader of like the conglomerate faiths of the Ulus. Not even really just Setsegia. They a long time ago were considered the leader of the Ulus culture of faiths, even among the 2 nations, but now only in Setsegia since the 2 nations are at odds. So yeah, him. So you expect him to be pretty old, but for Eli, for Lamia, because your information isn't from a knowledge check, so to speak, it's just from your upbringing, being from Delgi, which is not too terribly far from the it's far from the capital, but it's not like
Far as
crazy
Saigon.
far. You're like from the western side of Setsegia. You've heard about this stuff. It was in your maybe early lives of your parents, right? Is when it was still fresh. But your grandmother definitely like lived through when the Chavakeha happened. So that kind of stuff would have been talked about. It's up to you what kind of side your family falls on. But the opinions on Altan kind of vary. A lot of people see him as not even necessarily a hero, but a revered figure, like the last surviving of that guard of the leaders of the country. That his survival was he was protected by the gods, kind of thing. That his purpose is is meant to be something very highly, very like specific. You would even know that his Amidraba is actually the thrush.
Oh, okay.
And so that essentially his voice is meant to do something monumental for the Ulis people. So there are a lot of people who revere him, see him as like, you know, some like a chosen person or something like that. He's this figure that's meant to do something great, and probably already has. And then like forming the White Thrush and doing all this other stuff, they think very highly of him. There's another subset of people. There's obviously the neutrals. There's always neutrals, but there's like another set of people that they basically don't say his name. Whether it's out of like disrespect or they think that it's just that suspicion of like, but why was he the only one to live? Which is kind of the same issue that the people in Gurga have, where they're like, why did all our leaders die? Like, and now he's sealed the whole area off and none of us can go. Like, that was the start of the whole deal. So some people kind of blame him for the war that's happening and think that it is suspicious that he was the only one who lived. And like nobody's really seen him, so he's also very mysterious. So there are people who like almost look at him almost like not a boogeyman, but just we don't really want to talk about him in the house kind of thing. So it's up to you what side your family sort of falls on and how Lamia feels about it.
I'm gonna say it was basically a mixed reaction because my father's Vedic, so I can imagine him being like, seriously, why the hell was he the only one to survive? But I could also say mom and grandma would be like, well, no, he's just doing what he's doing. He's managing to survive to fulfill his Amidraba and, you know, doing what he can. So they don't worship, I mean, they don't see him like a god, but he's like a man just doing what he did.
Yeah, no one sees him, no one deifies him.
Oh, okay.
Very few people, but when I say revered, I mean, I'm trying to think of like a real life example. I don't want to say like the Pope, because that wouldn't be accurate. Okay, we'll say totally different reasons, obviously, but like a cult of personality, someone like Martin Luther King, or like one of those like those people who were at the forefront of a large movement or a monumental thing. They represented something bigger than themselves. Some people see him in that light. No one's like worshiping him or have shrines of him. And then there's people who are like, I don't know, dude. So yeah, so I get you. So your father is maybe like suspicious, but not rejecting. It was just like, dude, I don't know.
No, not antagonistic, but just like something's off.
I get why people don't rock with him, kind of thing. So he probably just doesn't really bring him up.
Yeah. Grandma would probably bring him up a decent amount of times, especially since Lamia is always going on trying to be kind of fighty. And it's like, well, come on, girl.
Yeah.
Do you can do better. So Lamia would feel like he's an elder, essentially, to be respected.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, that which is also true. Even people who are like suspicious of him would agree with that sentiment. Like, you obviously have to show him respect, you know. So then to get to Eli, well, you've kind of heard sort of what I've told Lamia. You've heard like sort of different reactions about him, just getting the temperature as you were learning about this land, but nothing too overt. Not really. What you mostly know, based on that knowledge local, you know the thing about him, obviously, being the only survivor of the Chapakeha, all that stuff. I'm more talking about people's opinions, not as much of an impactful thing for you. But what you know about is you've heard a bunch of stories about his accomplishments. he's credited with essentially. So you guys ran into the Aser, the like half Knoll people, like big barbarian lady that almost killed one of you, was one of.
Okay, yeah.
He's credited with being the person to like end the conflicts with them and have them just go off into the into the wilderness.
Oh, okay.
Like he's the reason that they stopped just like openly hunting people and like there wasn't this like giant war with them. Otherwise, they'd probably be extinct. Like they're not a huge group of people, but they were being hunted. The Knolls, especially, were being hunted. They were going to be hunted to extinction. He kind of got that whole thing to be stopped, whereas like just mediated that. He's also credited with founding the city over here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to zoom in for chat. Molly, try to say that. This one.
Sorry, I only have one screen. Give me a minute. Oh, God. Okay. Let me screen. Or, not screen. But the hot dogs?
That's actually not bad. Yes, Bad Hutsogs. So he actually founded that city. And that city is... let's see. Well, Sam would know this, but I imagine you guys are sitting there just going, oh, I know about him, like just spouting off information. Baratsogs was actually founded, the whole purpose of it was to be a welcome point / sanctuary for travelers. Like outsiders, people coming into Setsegia from Seltans and all that. Because while Seltans is like, it's the port, it's where everybody arrives, it's still very much an Ula city, very much a Setsi city. It's not... It isn't like the easiest place to settle if you just got off a boat. Because it's commerce and all that kind of stuff. There's like a lot of big groups and like old families and stuff that stay there. So when he started bringing that place up, it was literally as a like, look, if you can't find a village to settle in or you don't have family, this is the place to go. So that ends up being, it's not a huge city, but it ended up being basically one of the most diverse culturally cities in Setsegia, whereas everywhere else here is very Ulas. Like you'll see other people, but like they're not the common ones, right?
Right.
Sam likely, when he passed through there, had like some memories of it probably being a pretty pleasant place to go through. So it's founded that city, and just for the sake of time, we'll call it there. But you've heard different things like that of him making these like grand, having these like grand accomplishments, mostly done through just diplomacy, negotiation, that kind of stuff. Never really anything about violence. But of course, because he's respected, there's people like, oh yeah, but I also heard that like he could throw it out if he needed to. It's like, sure, bud. That's not what made him famous, though. But it's the basic impression you get is it seems like he pops up in stories, in like Setsegia stories, whenever there was like, oh, there was like a thing people needed and nobody was addressing it. Suddenly he comes up. So you don't know how many of those are times where people just attribute it to him and he was nowhere near it, or what. But it says something about his character that's who they would naturally gravitate towards, saying, oh, they solved this problem. Cool. So that's what Eli knows. And then Sam, you know that he's got one of them real difficult to say Ulis names.
Yes, I do.
Back home they would just call him Al. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier.
Where'd you post it at? Was it in the?
Did he post it? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see how. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, his name?
Did you?
No, I didn't post his name because his name is in
Uh.
the Nations of Hayethe. But I can.
Okay. Well, she read it from somewhere, didn't she?
No,
Or-
that was the name of the town.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
That I
yeah.
read.
Oh, okay.
What did I even type just now? Okay, I did. I was answering a question. I think I was answering Dave's question, or no, Panda's question, and I typed something and then totally forgot what I said. But yeah, if you guys want to break, we can break soon.
I have to
let
be
me
very
paste
badly. I don't
this
know
name.
if you've been noticing me fidgeting this entire time.
Yeah.
You notice
I
the
posted on there because I'm like, there's a
Certainly have been.
half a cup of coffee and a whole thing of water, basically.
There you go. And in case, I guess if people in chat want it, I don't think anyone cares. But that's his name. Cool. So yeah, we can go to break. We'll come back. We'll just come back at 9:30. That works for you
Oh, I
guys.
misspelled that
Excellent.
awfully.
Al Gore Bell Battalion. No, sorry.
Well, I did. Well, baton bayet by R is what I
By
put down.
R BIE
Thoughts by R.
space ARE.
Yes,
All right, away
that's literally what I
screen.
did.
We're back. But some people like wet things more. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind.
Look, man, their best thing was their Chipotle burger, where they had, for the short time that I worked at Brahms, they had it. And since then, they've never brought it back.
They
It died with me not working at Brahms, yeah. But,
That's literally what I was thinking.
well, what irritates me is that they have Chipotle burritos where they have all the ingredients to do it.
Mhm.
I really just wanted to, like, hey, man, if I slip you a 5, can you make me one of these? Like, please?
Yeah, that's like the
Put those-
best part.
Put the
of,
frozen bell peppers on there and put the chipotle sauce on there. And that's all it is, you know.
I almost said that's the best
Oh,
part
so
of working
good.
at fast food, but it's like really the only good thing about, like, the only nice thing about working at fast food is like
Yeah.
getting in good with the
Making
cooks
your
or
own
being
stuff.
the cook and just getting to throw shit together. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember seasoning the hell out of some 6-pound patties for the junior burgers, just like the burger seasoning. I'm like, what happens if, like, because we do a shake and that's enough. What if I, like, with it, really let loose with the seasoning?
How
Yeah,
much
ooh,
seasoning
it's
is
good.
too much? Dude, when I worked at Arby's, one of the things we would do is, so we had, so obviously, if you've ever been to Arby's, you know they have turnovers. So you have apple turnover and you have the cherry turnover, right? Well, I don't know if they still have the chocolate, but the chocolate one came out while I was working there. And the chocolate turnover has like chocolate icing that goes over the top. So what we would do is we'd get the cherry turnover, deep fry that bitch, like in the fryer, instead of just putting it in like the microwave to defrost or whatever. Well, you'd only fry it enough so like the outside part gets fried and like the middle part was still cold. And then you'd put chocolate icing on the cherry turnover. That shit was dope. It was so fucking good. And we would get in so much trouble because they'd be like, "You're making the fryer dirty." I'm like, "We're literally about to clean it. That's why we're doing this. We're showing out because we're about to have to do a really fucking horrible job." But yeah, they really didn't like you to deep fry the turnovers. They didn't like. They didn't want you to, like, you know, take chicken tenders into the freezer and eat them quickly with your back turned to the door either. But I did that shit all the time. Dude, they didn't want you to take your break, right?
Yeah.
It's like that's classic
fast
fast
food.
food bullshit.
Yeah.
Where it's
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm gonna go on break, and like, why do you need to smoke? Like, no, it's the time for my break. All right, if you have to.
Yeah, I do.
Like the
I'm
first time,
legally
you guys know me.
mandated to get this break.
You guys know me. You know my petty gene can get real strong. So like the first time I got attitude for going to break, I was like, all right, that integrity I have about not eating things while I'm at work, and fuck that, y'all don't care about me. So yeah, I would eat stuff. Arby's, if you're watching this, fuck you. I'd do it again. All right, anyway, so I'll fucking do it again. But,
so many good Arby's stories, but or terrible stories, but like, yeah, like
they're pretty bad.
My favorite is I forget who it was who quit and just like
the
put his
Jamocha
headset
Shake
in
thing.
the bag, or I don't remember now. Somebody when they quit, or like it was their last shift, they just took off their headset and left through the drive-through window or some shit.
Climbed out the window.
Yeah, they're like, I'm out.
Yeah. That one guy did do that, and then there was another person who it was the last story that we'll get back to it. So, you know, Arby has shakes. At the time, we only had the Jamocha Shake, the like chocolate coffee one, which is good. I'm not shitting on it, but like, you basically the way that they'll get made, you have this fucking huge ass bag of like vanilla shake liquid, and then the Jamocha stuff is a syrup. So in order to prep it, you'd have to like get this fucking giant ass bag that feels like, I don't know, like two waterlogged raccoons in jumpsuits. Like it's the most unwieldy shit ever. But while it's closed, not a big deal because you can like spike it on the ground and it's fine. But then like once you pull the tab thing, then it's like you have to use every muscle in one of your arms to like hold that bitch up and then pour the right amount of syrup in it because they didn't have any more sophisticated way to do it. So you just got like this gallon-ass jug of like literal syrup, so it's heavy and dense, and you gotta like make sure this thing doesn't decide to sink in on itself and spew like vanilla all over the ceiling. So you have to sit there and pour that shit like the right amount, set it down, cork it, and then like shake it like crazy, just like a paint shaker, until it's all combined. And then you take it over and have to like put it on this little nozzle thing and like settle it into the machine, right? So anyway, that sets the scene. So I go into the back one day, and a coworker who I will not name is back there because the manager's out. So they're just mad. I don't know if they got yelled at like earlier or they were just not having a good day. But they were going off. They were just like, man, I fucking hate this place. I want to deal with these goddamn customers. They were just having that moment where some shit had gone wrong and they were just letting it out while making Jamocha Shake mix. And they get to the part where like they've set the jug down. They set the jug down, they cork it, and they pick it up to shake it. And the bottom of the bag just explodes. It just goes everywhere. And without another word, they tossed the like plastic onto the table, took off their headset and their Arby's shirt, threw it in the mix, and walked out the back, and I never saw them again.
Okay.
And I couldn't blame them. I was like,
No.
I guess I get to mop this up. Which, I mean, if you ever worked at fast food, like, oh no, I have to come back here and mop while everybody else deals with customers. Oh, why me? Oh, God. So, yeah, I wasn't mad. They were mad because it... but I wasn't, you know?
They were already, like... They were the inch and a half away from, like, being the straw that broke the camel's back type deal, and the camel got hit with a missile.
Right.
Just, you know, like...
They were that kind of mad where you're like, either I leave or I kill somebody. I don't think I have any choice either way. I have to go.
The camel got hit with the bag of Jamocha Shake mix.
Yeah. Yeah, my history, my one fast food job is full of fucking crazy ass stories like that. But
oh god.
Anyway. Oh no, you guys know I worked at Arby's. Anyway.
Yep.
many years ago now.
Other places.
Many years.
So.
Look, man, I think everybody should have to do their time with fast food.
Customer service, period. I would accept just
customer service, period.
Face-to-face customer service job. One of them. Just one.
You know, it'll give you a lot of insight to, like, polite. Man, why are they taking so long back there? Dude, you don't know. Like, you don't know what's been going on here today. Like,
right? Also just gives you, like, a really good gauge of, like... It does give you a good gauge of people, too. It's like one thing if you're, like, on the phone or on the internet and somebody says some wild shit, but when they'll say it to your face, it's like, you're really on that smoke, huh? Like, damn. You're actually a terrible person. You said that with your whole chest right in front of me. You really think nobody would ever snap and jump over the counter? That's crazy. That's wild.
But yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
we were talking
Sorry,
about
yeah.
stuff and things.
Yeah, let's not podcast.
Altan, bet by ear.
But by R, yes.
Explain.
So that's who you'll report
Bet by
to. When you get to the capital, which is Dardanetto. And if you hover over it, it actually has a tooltip that I could have used to remember those words that I forgot, but it's fine. I'll show chat just so that I'm not, so they don't think I'm lying. See, I don't lie about things.
Don't worry,
anyways.
we'll lie
only
plenty
things
for
I
him.
One of the only things I do is tell the truth. That's it. I work, I DM, I tell the truth. That's like it. That's all I do ever. You guys are just waiting for me to say a blatant lie, aren't you?
yeah.
Well,
Just a little
I'm
bit.
just waiting you to say something.
But
Yeah, to be fair, so that's the end of Farewell's spiel on that for the moment. Is go there, do thing, right? So at this point, it's up to you guys if you have like specific questions you want to ask him, or anything like that. After you've heard the info.
Why do you have the theory that there's more than one statue?
Some of the things they've brought back once analyzed do relate back to Vladimiri. And show some evidence that there was a lot of studying of his works going on. Likely a collection of things brought from one side of the country to the other. The rest isn't something that I'm the expert to go into the details about it. People there can tell you in greater detail if you want to know. I'm a leader, not a scholar myself.
I'll admit I'm just worried that if it is like another statue, then that means they all could have multiple statues.
Which makes it all the more important that we find out what's really there. There is another detail. The last word I got was that a group from Dorat Acquisitions had made another expedition independent of our requests, which they are permitted to do, but it means they don't have to report their findings to us unless they represent a danger to the Setsi people. I don't particularly believe they would follow that specific guideline.
Lamia will look at everyone. Any other questions, guys?
I really can't think of it. I think you've done quite a good job of explaining what's going on.
Very well. It's good to hear you're leaving soon, in that case. I wish we had more time. We could back you up, but perhaps this is ordained. Maybe we're meant to leave sooner. Well, I wish you the best of luck I can. Pray the gods
Well, I
watch over
appreciate
you.
it.
If you think of anything else before you leave, you know where to find me most of the time. He bows, like just like a shallow bow, and we'll head out.
Right.
Soon as the door closes,
Brong's like, good, leave now.
We got everything?
You talking to him, or is he like talking to us, or like?
We leave.
Oh.
Us.
Okay.
You have.
I was gonna say that was kind of rude, to him,
carriage.
I guess, but
Things needed to leave. We have them, yes.
I believe so. Yeah, we should be good to go.
Yeah, you can hear probably a few other things being kind of dropped off outside. It's like a shout, like, your animal feed's arrived. A lot of stuff out here. Y'all have a good one.
Oh.
Yeah, people not expecting a reply, just like making sure you know they did the thing.
Yeah.
But yes, so you pretty much have all your stuff, like your travel supplies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there were any other matters you wanted to attend to while you're still in the city before you head out, but that's up to you guys.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're ready to go.
Okay.
Sure, I'm ready to roll.
So, what you get?
Oh wait, Sam, did you want to give that's mean of me. Do you want to give what's her name a kiss goodbye?
Oh, come on.
What's her
Kalon,
name?
yes.
Kalon. No.
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 She's nice, but I don't think that's a. This is just going to be between me and.
Rahala.
No,
Lamia?
you. Lamia, thank you. Like, I'm not like.
No,
like, describing everyone. Like, I don't think. I think that was a. I think it's a more casual thing. I don't think that's going to be going anywhere. A good friend to have, you know.
Yeah, I guess. I guess I thought it was a bit more serious since you had met with her at least twice, right? I feel like it's very vague because I was kind of starving that entire time, so
I think we're gonna be friends. I'm not gonna like just go no contact, you know. That would be mean.
yeah, that would be mean. But okay, yeah, I think we're good. But I lie?
You lie.
You lie?
A lie.
Mhm.
Why?
The average bear lurking. Oh.
Hey, there he is. I mean, hey, there he is. All right.
His birthday was on the 9th, and I forgot to tell y'all.
What? God damn it!
Yeah, we'd have wished him a happy birthday.
I know.
Belated happy birthday, Lurker.
Belated happy birthday. I would have told you on your actual birthday. Oh, I'm really
Yeah,
terrible
me
at
too.
remembering dates too. So
Yeah.
if you told me before, I'm sorry.
Look, I
You
made
can,
my.
I'm pretty sure the only reason you'll remember mine is because it's literally a week after.
Yeah, that's basically why. I remember like my mom's. I remember my sister's. Mine.
Good that you remember yours. It's important.
Yeah, I agree.
I too remember yours.
Dave's
If I
has
didn't have to
something to
write
do
it
with
down
when
for
taxes are due.
Yeah, that's how I remember Dave's. I'm like, tax day. Dave's birthday's coming up.
I don't know.
Or is here. Yeah.
I level up this Friday, so we'll
Yeah,
see how
Yes, yes, you
see
do.
if I live that long.
Did you get a feet?
No, you stop getting
Or do you have
feats
a
after,
negative?
after like 21. You stop getting feats.
Which is disappointing.
I think at 25 you get the no cosign on a auto rental or something like that.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, you do get that one too. I mean, there's one at like whatever age it is where you can run for president, but who's a fuck, dude? Anybody can do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, just
But
so
he had to
don't
class
carry
that.
on that.
Yeah.
So all right, cool. So you guys don't have anything else you guys try to do. Hello, Harley. That scared the shit out of me, dog.
I heard you said birthday.
Just ran his nose into me. What's up, buddy? What's wrong? What?
He wants love and attention
What?
at an unfortunate time.
What, bud?
That feeling when no dog. Sag.
His tail. You can't beat my desk up with your tail, dude. You can't do it.
Oh, I bet he could demolish that desk.
I bet my dog could.
He could. He's not even like wagging full force right now. He's just regular wagging. I think he had a dream.
Look, man, Pokemon lied. Tail Whip does do damage, okay?
Harley's does for sure.
Definitely lowers defenses, so they got that part right.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And
Shit, what was I talking about? He scared the hell out of me.
We
I'm not
think
giving
we're ready to
Sudeikis
go.
goodbye.
You
Yeah.
guys are ready to go. Nobody has any other shit they're trying to do. Nobody else they want to go say bye to in case this is the last time. Wow, you guys really have no
I
friends.
think that's.
All right,
Yep.
so
I think that Sam guy ghosted me. No, he literally died. He is a ghost. He did technically ghost you. Like, oh no.
oh shit. Oh, I guess that's a good excuse. Yeah, he's haunting the bakery. He doesn't have anything against him. He just keeps trying to eat. It's not working.
It's real sad.
Can you imagine there being like a ghost that's just like they like pop up at your table, they're just like trying to eat your food, but they keep passing through it. It's like, but come on. Like this is like I would share it with you, but like come on, man. You're making me depressed. Pizza.
think that's it.
I know, dude. Let me just manifest it for you.
There's a show called Ghosts. There's a BBC and an American one, and that's one of the things I think is like, oh, order some of this and tell us what it tastes like, because they're ghosts throughout time. Like there's a caveman, somebody from like a bunch of people from different wars and eras, but one of them is like, yeah, tell me how it tastes. He's like, it's been so long since I had this.
Ghost.
Yeah. He's like, come on, man, help me out.
My dad actually prefers the BBC one over the American
BBC
one.
one is better.
Most people
Sometimes
do
they're better.
the original.
Well, it's just surprising to me because dad is prefers English. I mean, American English over everything in general.
I was about to
I
give you a
was
whole
gonna
bunch of
say,
shit.
interesting.
He prefers English over English. American
Okay, so
accents over British
Nobody
accents.
has. Well, he doesn't have accents, but
Oh, yeah.
So okay, cool. So you guys have no friends, no loved ones, no one cares. All right, so you guys
Yes.
leave.
I
That is
sent
correct.
Mel
All
out,
of those things
so-
are correct.
Yeah.
What?
She sent mail.
Oh,
out?
mail.
Yeah.
You said Mel, and I was like,
I sent mail out.
I was like, what? What is that? Where are we? Where are we?
Yeah, she's like, did I have a stroke? Did we
Yes.
end up in
Which game do we
the
stream?
caliphate all of a sudden? Who didn't tell me that?
So you did send out mail. That's nice. Okay, but you guys otherwise head out. It's like still mid-morning at the latest. You know, it's like you guys got an early ass start. So unfortunately, Sam, because you're driving, you don't get to take a nap. You unless you designate. Obviously, there's one other person who can drive. Sorry, actually, you know what? So obviously Lamia can drive. You're gonna be the best. I'll tell you this. You'll be the best. Your handle animal's the highest for sure.
I knew it.
By 1 point.
Yeah.
Okay. Brown cannot. He's not trained in handle animal. He has knowledge of nature. He has ranger levels. He just doesn't have a lot of skills.
Yes.
I knew I liked
I
it.
imagine the poor guy's intelligence stat is not terrifically high, and that is how
It's
you
not-
get
it's
skill
not great.
points. So,
Yeah, he's barbarian and ranger.
yeah.
He was not ranger when you met him. He was pure barbarian.
Well, that's
Aw,
cool.
Sam.
Yeah, I rubbed
It
off.
made
on him.
an impact on him.
I made him stay in the woods.
Right?
He went. I guess I gotta learn this nature shit.
It's a storm. Let me see. Hattie. I think Hattie has it. So you might.
How
have
funny would it have
three
been if you
people
got to
around
Animal
between.
Companion? If you got to axe speak. You're like, yeah, it showed up and it
that would
just.
have been pretty great.
It just.
Oh shit! This is the wrong damn one.
I didn't kill it. Yeah.
This is the wrong sheet. I think actually, did I transfer her sheet? Did I actually make it over here? Is my balls up? I think I did actually. All this stuff I'm saying doesn't mean nothing to no one. Yeah. Oh, I did! Holy shit, did I move all our skill points? Is this accurate? Did I actually do something? That's crazy.
Good job, Patrick.
No. Doing things.
She has a rank and handle animal. She also has a ranger level. That's right. Yeah. So just so her progression was commoner, and then she converted the commoner level into a warrior level. So just a slight change, both NPC classes. But then whenever you let her go on the trip, because she was a level 1 commoner, then she was level 2 commoner, trained one of those into warrior, and then when you let her go on the trip, I gave her 2 PC levels, so she's got fighter ranger.
Nice.
Yeah. I figured those made sense for where she went and was practicing and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so you have so Sam, Lamia, and Hattie can all drive technically. You don't really have to worry about it unless something happens. Like just a basic driving check is, I think, pretty easy. Yeah, you don't have to really roll for that part just to get it going. It's only if something out of the ordinary happens, you have to maneuver or like pull to a stop very quickly or something like that. Cool. So y'all head out. Nice. All right, now that I'm actually locked in and paying attention to this stuff again and not looking stuff up, you get to, so it's the northern gate. You go all the way through, what is it called? Fey Alley is the thing. Outside of it, it's, Twilight Hill. You go through Twilight Hill, then go through Fey Alley, past the coin collar, get to the stables and everything, and, as you're like about to like actually pull off, someone does run up to the wagon as you're like sitting on top of it. There's Sam, getting ready to like start driving. Of course, it's Kalan. She lives out here.
I hide. No, no. I don't know.
It's just he's still sitting in the seat. He just got a blanket over him.
I'm not here. I'll pull the reins. Oh, hey.
Hey, you guys heading out of town?
Yeah, we I had a kind of a emergency trip come up on us.
Wow, another emergency?
Yeah, I'm gonna help out a friend.
Okay, well, it's good to go help out a friend.
Oh my
Is
god,
it-
Sam, why are you so awkward?
Are you in the
trying to get
passenger seat or are you in the back?
Lamia would be in the back, so.
Well, so you guys are in a carriage. So there's 2 decks. So you have there's a bunch of people in the lower one. Then there's the driver's seat, and then the passenger one who is
Shotgun.
often armed. So who is in a shotgun? Because I thought it would probably be Lamia. but that's not up to me to decide.
That's fun.
That's for the PCs to decide.
Okay, yeah,
If you want to
I'll
be there,
be in-
Lami, you can absolutely be there.
All right, yeah, and she would have awfully said,
Uh.
"Why are you so awkward?" right then and there. Yep.
I don't know.
What's up? How you doing?
She kind of laughs. It's like, I'm okay. It's just, I saw you guys suddenly rolling out on a carriage, and this is kind of extravagant movement. Thought you might have turned into a merchant or something.
Thought about it.
So,
Oh, did you?
like, leans
go
over, just
clear out
looking at
a-
Lavia.
Go through a tunnel, kill
Oh.
it, or something like that. And
Wow. Well, I'll just be blunt. Why were you gonna come say anything? I mean, I'm not hard to find.
how dare you do this to me?
Lamia is
Already
giving
gonna
Sam
happen, but
a
it's funnier
look
this
like,
way.
How fucking dare you?
like a "I told you so" kind of look.
Because now if I'm like, oh, I was gonna stop because you were over here. I was gonna hop out and run over there. Now I gotta roll a bluff check if I do that.
That would be a bluff, because that would be a fucking lie.
Yeah. I just figured you'd be. I'm trying to think of realistic reasons. Because Sam, he's not just trying to like be an asshole. With
You said that she was moved to the morning shift, didn't you, Sam?
Yeah, and well, it's not morning anymore.
It is
Day
still
She's
morning.
like daytime.
Day.
It's like early
Yeah.
morning right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
It's mid morning right now, but she doesn't work like mid morning.
Yeah.
So
Well, I knew you'd be at work at some point. I didn't.
why are you thinking so hard?
Yeah.
She actually asks. Look, if you just didn't want to, just say so.
No, I mean, I like. Obviously, I like you, but I mean, it's. I don't want to. I don't want to worry you none either on like what I'm doing with stuff. I just I honest to God don't know what to say.
So he kind of grinds to a halt. She goes,
Yeah, make me roll
I
something,
see.
damn it! No,
So it was for my benefit.
no, that's not what I'm saying because I know not to say that.
She goes, okay, so you're not an idiot, so that's good.
All right, Lamia's gonna make this worse for you by accident. I'm sorry, but
Go
this is
for
what
it.
she's gonna say. She states like, "Okay, Sam didn't know if you guys were serious."
How dare you?
Why do you know that?
I'm not kissing and telling, but I of course said that we hung out and dated, and I stayed the night. I'm not saying a bunch of stuff, covering my
Right.
tracks. But when she asked, like,
No, he would just say like, "I'm gonna go hang out with Kalan."
yeah, look, this is like my sister. All right, she.
I'm sorry. I thought I was your niece, Sam.
Oh no,
How
That's
many
the
times you
other
fucking said
the
that?
other
campaign.
campaign.
Oh, that was the other
That
campaign.
is the other
You're right, never
campaign,
mind.
yeah.
Yeah, you're my large niece
Sorry.
in the other one. My large DC niece. Yeah, deceased.
Jeez. She's just like,
like
watching you, just letting you do
Like,
whatever squirming you're doing right now.
Did you want me to come over and have like a really long heartfelt like I'm leaving soon, I don't know when I'll be back, or
No,
just like a
not
casual
really.
like, hey, I'll be back soon, you know?
Look, I just didn't want
Don't
to
worry.
go looking for you and find out, oh yeah, he died a week ago.
Yeah. I try not to do that.
I hope so. Look, you don't have to put some weird label or whatever. If there's no strings attached, that's okay. Why don't you tell me where we are?
Just outside of town.
Yeah!
Don't be a smartass. Don't be a smartass.
Hurry up! Speak with animals. Ooh, motherfucker!
Wrong, where are you? Why aren't you hurrying us along? That's like the internal panic monologue in his mind.
On the inside,
Sam, why
Verbrong
aren't
is
we
doing one of
strong?
those. On the inside, Verbrong is doing one of those, just like, he's not saying anything, but he occasionally, like, more than once, does the, like,
Yeah.
leans.
Sorry,
the
buddy.
carriage kind of leans, like, the hands goes up again. Like, looking really hard at you, Eli. You're like, but, dude, I don't, what? But yeah, he hasn't said anything yet.
We already know he's kind of awkward with women anyway, so.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't
I
want to be
hate-
part of that.
You know, I think you're a good person and a strong individual, mentally and physically.
She is giving you a look.
And I'm not. I cannot look at you.
I just have to look into a camera, so I don't have to look at you either.
Yeah.
You want me to finish that for you? It's not.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not
I'm
you,
trying to
it's
say
me.
like.
I'm going through a lot
No, no.
right now. Life's just really busy.
I mean, I am, but there was a whole lot going on. No.
She actually kind of
Right now,
chuckles. And she goes,
when I get back,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Look, just be safe, okay?
when I get
Check
back,
in when you get
I'll
back.
explain myself better. All right.
Don't worry about it. I'll figure things out. You do the same. But also don't die. You're a good person.
I'll try not to. Oh, that means a lot. Thank you.
She's like, you're really high up, so I'm not gonna like pat you on the shoulder or anything. I'm just gonna
Yeah, I do a
go
live
home
like
and eat
low
some
five.
breakfast.
Like,
No, it's weird now. The moment's passed. I'm gonna just go eat some breakfast because after work.
if I do die, there's always that cabin in the woods that you could take over.
I'm gonna
like,
be
if you
honest.
wanted to move
Really
out
don't
this
want to
in.
go back out there at all ever.
I know.
If I don't have to.
Like, it helps if you say cabin in the woods where nothing bad has ever happened. I think that the more you
Not-
say it, the more you
not
think it's
really.
true. I didn't even
He'll
tell you.
at
yeah.
least want the
Zombies.
chickens to go to somebody, so you can do that and then leave it and never forget it ever exists if we all die.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you that I will do that.
See, Sam?
Yep.
You guys have a safe trip.
All right. Thank you.
Turns and walks away. She's kind of shaking her head. As she's leaving, you see like another guard kind of standing nearby who has apparently just been watching this whole thing, and he's just he's looking up at you just like, but it's like pity. He's like, "Oh, buddy, I've been there." Like, but he doesn't say a word.
I look at Lemmy, I'm like, you're not getting any drink feasts. And yeah.
I mean, I would
idea
say
what she did
that's,
wrong.
I'm giving them to the horses because they're good boys and girls.
I mean, that's rude, Sam. All I did was make the conversation go. You were so awkward. Why were you so awkward?
I was not mentally prepared for that.
Rahala scoots over to you, Eli, and
Is that what Eli's doing?
That was painful.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was. No, I'm looking at everybody, just like leaned out, like.
Yeah.
That
I already
was the
said yeah.
face.
The yeah has happened.
Oh no, it's
Start
not for
rolling.
that. It's that we went through and endured that. Like all of us, just like Rahala said, that was painful, guys. That was painful for me. To
I'm gonna whip
watch.
that arrow. I'm gonna hit you with the fletching side. Like, get back in there. You're gonna lose your head. I'll sign.
Nobody look at me. Don't look at me.
Sam's got a
But-
riding crop and he just starts flicking it back towards me.
It's like smacking birds out of the air. Just go away. Sherlock, eat that bird. It's giving me a look. Well, luckily for Sam, within the next 30 minutes to an hour, you are blissfully, mercifully away from the city. Pretty much out into the outskirts. It's not like all the way behind you. It's like on the horizon. But you're like in the farmlands, strolling along the road. There's very few people out there. And all the farmers and stuff you see out there have no idea what just happened. And pay you no attention, thankfully. Because you finally hit the road. And I don't know if you guys want to have any kind of RP amongst yourselves. You have a long trip ahead. Or if we're going to jump ahead.
Nope, we're gonna sit in awkward silence for a while on purpose.
Hattie's very quiet.
Yeah, that's.
And then, like, 3 hours later, she finally leads over towards you, Eli, and goes, "Did Sam have a girlfriend?"
Not anymore.
Is that what happened?
That's in my house.
I'm not entirely sure.
She looks over at Rahala. Did Sam have a girlfriend? I don't know. Let me go ask him. And she like starts crawling up onto the second area. She gets like part of the way up there, and she's like tapping you, Lami. He's like, "Trade places. Oh, my abs are burning. This is actually way more difficult than it looks." Just try to climb off the top.
No, let me help just a little. Here we go.
Should hoist her up easily.
Yeah.
There we go. You made that look a lot smoother. Thank you. I need to sit where you were sitting now.
Yeah, of course. And Lamia
He's like
will trade
swung over the
places.
edge and like skillfully. Yeah.
Yeah, you just like easily crawl into the like no problem. You sit down and Hattie's just okay. Well, I mean, did Sam have a girlfriend? Is that what that was? Everyone's not answering me.
From my perspective, Sam was treating it like a friends with benefits kind of thing.
Oh.
But she didn't seem to know that. So I don't think there was any communication between the two.
Oh.
Sam thought it was a casual thing. That's me talking.
It was it was just kind of in the air, so
No, I thought Sam said that in third person. Wow, we're all sitting here.
this is God. Sam thought.
Well, yeah.
Oh, that was very polite of you, Mr. Gaia.
Even Mr. Guy is like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm taking his bird. No, he's lost bird privileges.
Sherlock, get out of there.
Next time I
cast
speak with animals, they're all going to speak Persian. You know, they're going to speak not his language. They can speak one of the languages, but not his.
Yeah, so Rahala gets up there, but Hattie's asking you, Lamia, because Eli's just like, I kind of just want to wash my head out and not remember. Hey, you know what? You can hidden knowledge that whole conversation if you want to.
Then it'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah, you will have to re-experience it. That is true.
That would be tomorrow Eli's problem.
Right?
will be
Just like the
tomorrow,
rest of
yeah.
his day goes great, wakes up in the morning, preparing his spells, and she goes, oh! God.
Don't worry, that's gonna happen to Sam too. Probably, he's gonna wake up in the morning and go, Ugh. It'll be one of those
Get rid of it
cringe moments
again.
He's gonna think about for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But sorry, do you? So you said all that, Lamia. That,
Yeah.
Okay. She goes. So he's just like didn't communicate. Like, was it? That sounded kind of bad. Like, not really bad, but I mean, you heard it.
Yeah, it sounded weird and awkward to me. That's why I think that she didn't know.
It sounded weird and awkward. Do you think he's okay?
No.
Sam is just like, just looks dead. I am
Rahala
driving
gets up there,
away.
doesn't say anything. She just kind of rubs your back, just like the comforting, like, yeah, that had to be difficult. that was not fun.
I mean, it's not normally like that. I mean, I'm not like speaking of conquest or nothing, but been with other people and it's never like that. So,
Yeah, of course. These things can be complicated, matters of the heart and all. I mean, we've all been there, Well, a lot of us have. It could have gone worse.
honestly, I'd kind of rather she had been mad rather than disappointed or whatever she was giving me there.
Tough to say. But I mean, it'll be okay. Either way. And I know that's not that helpful right this second, but these things heal over time, you learn from them. Maybe you'll communicate more in the future, maybe she will too. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're wanting out of a situation, perhaps those things come out earlier. Or if you're like me, you just refuse to learn your lesson and move.
But I just got this house exactly how I needed it.
And I suppose you have to learn your
For the
lesson.
second time.
But it's alright, Sam. None of... I mean, some of us are judging you, but not as a person. We all know you're a good person. Obviously don't mean to hurt anyone, unless they hurt your friends. Which she didn't, so...
No.
It'll be okay, though. Don't let it bother you too much.
Big sigh. Oh. I'll have that talk when I get back.
With Kalan.
Maybe she was... Yeah, maybe I... I thought we just kind of were wanting the same thing. Maybe she was being more serious than I thought.
Maybe just more open.
That's true.
Would be. I mean, a lot of relationships start that way these days, especially with travelers and people that throw themselves into danger. I mean, considering how fast most people live your lifestyle, it's a miracle you don't have a bunch of children already. Especially with your family's reputation.
That would,
It's all there, though. I guess you have time to think about it.
and hopefully bandits attack us sometime soon, coming up quick.
I'm gonna disagree. I understand why you said it, though. Can you hope they do it after I go back down into the other spot?
No, you're You're the crossbowman now, right? You got the crossbow, right? Or
I
take it
don't.
with? No.
You know, you're right. Yeah, I think I've done enough comforting. So it's also wet up here, so I'm gonna just go ahead and
Wow. Not
just
even
looking down.
help me pass the time and tell me a story or something, or just
But
leave
I'll
me
tell
here
you
to
a story,
drive.
Sam. It goes like this. Once upon a time, there was the most awkward conversation of all time. We all had to listen to it. The
I
end.
got that thunderstone somewhere, and I know where Braum can survive it. So, one of these pouches. Can we all just make sure it hits Eli first?
The Rog seems actually calm now that you guys are moving. She's like, look, you're the one wanting bandits to attack, and if they do, is it me you want here, or someone who can do something other than scream really loud and bleed a lot? Or
You can do
shrink
that
themselves.
cool shrink thing. Yeah.
I can.
Like that's the first thought about that of as well. But now you can shrink.
I could, in which case I would be the size of a house cat and naked and trying to figure out which ways to go so I can see out of my clothing.
I'll just have Sherlock carry off. I tell him not to eat you.
I don't want that.
Tell him not to eat
Sam?
you.
I don't want that. Sherlock, I don't want that.
Normally he drops things after, he drops things on enemies. So we'll have
I thought you were trying to
teach him not
convince
to
me
do.
to stay in this seat. I must have been mistaken. Lamia, did you want your seat back? Can you, I don't know, reach your hand out and I'll stand in it or something? I really don't trust myself to get back in there.
Lamira will help her down. Yeah, she'll go back up.
You know, obviously, I don't know if your conversation was done with Hattie or not.
No, I mean, it's pretty much done because she was just answering Hattie's questions to what she understood.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So unless Hattie had any more questions, then...
She just seems like she's thinking about what you said.
Is Sam a himbo? No.
Gosh.
So he seduced that lady
Short
that they
answer to that
saved,
is
who was like
yes.
traumatized, and then he didn't even say bye to her. Okay, so you help her back down. It's a little bit crowded for a second, and then so you go back up?
Yep.
Or you tell Eli, hey, you should go talk to him so you can go up there and sit awkwardly or make fun of him? Or be like, hey, Veron,
Actually, no, I'll
you
be
should
like,
climb
hey,
up there
could
and see
someone...
if the carriage can take it.
No. Hey, could someone else go up there to keep Sam company? I want to sleep for a bit. I'm still exhausted from my starving.
Okay.
Come on, Eli. You know you want to.
Nah, Hattie's going straight to the source. Which is smart. Good girl.
Eli called out Eli.
I have disappeared into the shadows of the carriage. I no longer necessarily hear.
It's just like
He's
a
sitting
horror
there
movie where
perfectly
like
normal. You call it, it's just like.
It's like a horror movie where you're like, oh yes, my house is completely, and you just like see a corner and it's just pitch black in an otherwise well lit house. You're like, don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I'm going back outside. Suddenly, the yard seems awesome.
Whoever climbs up, I help out without it being detrimental to driving the cart.
Hattie has a pretty easy time getting up there. 16 strength, good climb score. Yeah, she gets up there pretty easily. Oh. Okay. It's kind of nice up here, actually.
It's a really good view. It lets you keep an eye out on the road. It's better than horseback, I think.
Kind of, yeah. It's a little less bumpy. Then again, this is a good part of the road. Since we're up higher, I guess it'll feel way bumpier if we hit the bump.
The thing I like about being on horseback, though, is you can kind of get a sense of what you're. Well, for me, shores is feeling and thinking, because sometimes they, will smell something. I got to try and keep track of all these guys.
Yeah, it's a little different. I mean, the harnesses sort of keep them where they're supposed to be. Did you have a girlfriend?
I love Hattie.
We went on a dance, and I went back to her place, and we've hung out a couple times.
Mm. Oh,
I didn't think it was at that point. I thought we were just being friendly. With extra friendly sometimes.
Oof. And that
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
like come out in front of everyone. Oof. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
We never really talked about like what if we're being serious or not,
Yeah,
I mean-
that can be kind of awkward too. Especially if you're like not really serious and they're like, I love you. You're like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
We've had that happen, right?
not exactly.
Oh, that's good.
But I do
It's
know that.
really awful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's really awful. But she seemed okay. She's probably going to make fun of you around her friends, though.
That's fine.
But, like, in a good way. Like, really, in a good way. I think it'll be in a good way. That can happen.
Just the way she said that. That's really. It can happen. Really.
Maybe one of the mythical dragons will come up and just snatch me right off this cart and just do me a favor.
No, I'm making it worse. Okay. No,
Nah.
what I mean is, like... Because you know how sometimes things are awkward, but then, like, after a while, then they're a good story? And even if they were bad, sometimes they're still a good story, but it... Like, the angeriness or the sadness is not in it anymore. I mean, like that.
I mean, yeah, I can see that. Like, I got a bunch of, one of my cousins getting kicked by a mule and things like that. It's like, oh yeah, he broke his arm, but it's a funny story to tell.
Right, yes, exactly. So, like, when I went back home, there was a lot of that. Storytelling was really big, and I was so bad at it. Like, my mom is really good, and my dad is actually really good. And I didn't really know how to do it, because I guess a lot of my good stories are ones that are embarrassing for me. And so I didn't want to tell them. But that's, I think, the thing, one of those things you have to, like, get over if you're... Well, no, that's how I should say that. It's a lesson that you can learn, to turn those things into something enjoyable. Like, think of this. Maybe you don't tell this story, but maybe in, like, 2 years, when Eli is telling people about whatever this crazy thing we're going to do is, and he's like, wouldn't you know it, as soon as we're leaving, who comes running up to the cart? And then you're there, you might be a little embarrassed, but you're part of this story.
Look, man, in real life, we got a bunch of those.
Yes. Yes, we do.
How much are your cookies? I can't see. Where are my glasses?
Dude, I'm still mad about that.
Yeah.
And I don't stay mad about things.
I feel like a lot of friend groups have that kind of thing.
Terrible,
just like-
terrible things that have happened that you can now make fun of because it's the dangerous
Yes,
past.
Yeah,
and-
now that that's over, it's funny now.
Mm-hmm. So it's not
Oh,
so
Lord.
bad, right?
Yeah. I just I don't know. I don't think I've ever given a lot of thought to a serious relationship or anything like that.
No. I thought Good Beans were really family oriented, you know?
I mean, yeah, I just like I'm no means like the firstborn. I think I'm like third or something like that. Out of like 7 or whatever I
Right,
came up
yeah.
with.
Yeah,
So,
one of the middle.
I'm up there,
numbers.
but like, yeah, like nah. There's like my older siblings already have kids, so it's not like
Mhm.
Sam, when are you gonna get married? Type of deal. It's like, nah, we got some.
Yeah. Their
We got
older
grandkids,
siblings are
we're-
also farmers, right? Like,
Yeah,
where they're like, dude, you can fight. That's gonna help people go.
yeah.
And like, you know what? You're right. And you left.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
to explore. I don't know. Like, I kind of just thought one day it would just happen, but I never thought about like the process of it.
Yeah. I think if you like get tunnel vision on one like way it's supposed to happen, then you probably don't find it. So
Yeah.
maybe that's good. But I don't know. We have a long trip, I guess. Did you want a family?
I mean, where I'm at right now, it wouldn't be right to start something like that.
No, I mean like
'Cause we're-
eventually.
You have daughters.
I mean,
Technically.
not really, but like, I mean, whether they're like my biological children or not, I mean, even taking somebody under tutelage to teach them things and stuff like that, yeah, I see that in my future.
I mean, that's still a family. Doesn't have to be
Yeah.
by blood. It's really lame when a job tells you that you're a family, but ours kind of is.
I mean, yeah. I think of Lamia like one of my sisters.
She's a really cool older sister.
I mean, I'm older than her, but yeah.
Oh, I mean to me, because you're
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
older than
yeah.
me too. So eventually, okay. Is that? Would you want something like that cottage?
Now, I mean, I always had my heart set on a extravagant, mile high, keep to, to lord over my parcels of land that I have been granted by the rich nobility that I have saved.
Well, I mean, there's
No,
not
I think,
real nobles here. Oh, sorry.
No, that's all a joke. I mean, the cottage is fine because that's kind of what I know is farm life, but I enjoy moving around a lot as well. But there being good beans that do that as well. Not everybody stays on the farm or becomes farmers. They've do merchants. They travel. A lot of them sailors.
We're meandering a little.
Yeah. I didn't. Honestly, I don't think I would stay here
You want to go
for the
back
rest
to your
of my
homeland?
time. I mean, that's what I thought I would do.
I could understand.
But
that.
also, I don't know. I might go somewhere else and, you know, like I've never actually been to Gurga. I'd like to see. I'm sure it's pretty similar to here, but
No, it's actually really different when you
Oh,
go
is it?
through it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't rain there like it does here. Not.
well,
not
I'm going
near as
there
often.
then for sure.
It's very different. We were going through there when we were on the boat, and we stopped in a few ports, and I guess there's really only 2 seasons in Garga. I guess the way we think of them, there's basically a winter and a summer. Like it's really really hot or it's really really cold.
Hmm. Well, that's
And
a
I
little
guess the people
disappointing.
better get used to it. Yeah. I feel like the heat is a lot easier to deal with.
I've always been a spring and fall guy, but because I mean, plant the crops, harvest the crops. You know,
Mhm. I didn't
Don't
ask
you
you
harvest
about
stuff
your
in
farming,
but
but that's good. So you want to travel more before you settle down, that kind of thing, yeah?
well, hopefully,
Me too. No,
yeah.
traveling would be really good. Like, I don't even know anything about Songguk, other than that it's like in the middle of everything.
Me either. Like I don't.
Yeah. Wait, true.
Yeah.
Or like the Caliphate. I know Rahala's family is from there. And the place where the Rallian people come from is right outside of Songguk. It's like a whole island, and there's the place, like the Viedic places, like Binkia and Viencia, where they're supposed to have really cool cities. It just, I don't know why people wouldn't want to go somewhere else.
Well, I think a good idea, maybe what I want is maybe something like Clint, Markham, correct?
Markham,
Yeah. He's, you know, his manor, I guess is a good word for it. Manor. Yeah,
Markham. That's where you guys were.
Yeah, it's filled with stuff from his travels and everywhere he's been. And I don't know. This is me talking. I don't remember when he like stopped adventuring, or retired.
Yeah, he's in. See, Clint is in his mid 60s.
Yeah,
So he's been settled for a little while. You know,
yeah.
probably since I don't have him all the way up right now. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna say probably late 30s, early 40s is when he
Okay.
began to settle down. Likely, like it's probably like that manor probably started getting built, and he didn't just sit around. Right, he probably
Yeah.
left, was doing other things, coming back. So
But I use She didn't get to meet him, did she?
no, she wasn't on that trip.
No. Yeah. But I think like well, I'm sure he has his own hardships, and he'd probably tell me to do things differently. But he's a good example. I might want to settle down before he did, though.
Hmm.
So I might not be able to be as traveled, because I think he's been everywhere, or basically everywhere.
Yeah, I think he made like all of the national borders or the continental borders on the maps. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's like a lifetime of travel.
But that's kind of one of the reasons I got off the farm was I wanted to see more. I wanted there's this whole world, and I wasn't going to just be on a farm, and that's the only thing I've ever seen. So
that makes sense. Okay, well, so the next time you want to travel like far, we should go together, because I can't always go with my mom. People will think I am a child. I'm already short. I have that working against me.
I thought it was Hattie.
I think is 5'3".
Oh, okay. Because I was about to give her shit if she's taller than me. I'm like,
She is 5'3". Yeah, I got it right.
I mean, like, my parents are shorter than me. Being short,
Right.
But
I mean, I'm also young, I guess, but if I'm just traveling around with my mom all the time, I mean, you've seen her. She's such an adult. She's like the most adult. She's
sure, I'm
so
locking
grown
in
up
the
and such
throuple
a mom.
ideas. Like they're back here, not a throuple with their mom and dad. Like, you've seen her. Don't answer that too eagerly.
She's like the adultest adult, the mommest mom, and you can't not be. If you're me, you can't not be her daughter around her, And I'm supposed to be an adult now, even in my own culture, half of it, and then the other half I already have been. I have a job and stuff.
Well, let me tell you this, from experience, because I am older than you. You'll never stop being their baby. Her eyes.
Yes, Sam, I know that, okay? You know how many times she has told me? It doesn't help that she is tall, and I think I am done growing. I think this is it. This is all I get. All of this rain, and this is as far as I sprout. 5 feet and 3 inches.
Yes, because
I think it's because I didn't have enough sun, and I drank coffee as a child.
The coffee doesn't do that. Sam's just like, nope, yeah, I drank a bunch. Or tea and other caffeinated things, but yeah.
Yeah. But then again, my dad is short, so I guess that's okay. It's probably his fault.
Yeah, blame him.
I will. Anyway, all I'm saying is you don't have to go alone, and you don't have to go on business. We can go as friends.
Well, I do also got those. I guess they're dang hatched now. Those harpy chicks.
Oh yeah.
I need to check up.
Probably
on
go
them.
visit them too.
I would really like to.
Too.
I mean, it sounds a little, I don't know, dumb, but I'd like to make a real. Oh shit! I guess I did already do that. Make a real change, in this world. There's a whole damn second moon now. I don't think that's really a me doing. That's a us doing.
That's going to be really weird.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I was going back through my notes and I had quoted the song. Wrote down the song. Yeah, that song basically tells us that that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
But no, like, I think Lami is right about me sometimes. I think it was Lami who said it. who was it? It was Lamia or Rahala about me giving money to like you're gonna get robbed and you're just gonna give them money.
Oh, that was
Not
Hattie.
because you're
That was
getting robbed.
Hattie.
Was it Hattie? Okay.
That was
Never mind.
Hattie, yeah.
Okay. But no, I think I can still use that. I think you're right about me though. I think I am too nice. I like to think that these harpies could be caught better and look. Panda doesn't like using the word made civilized because that brings up a whole colonization type
Brought up
theory
better.
stuff and
Yeah.
of like, oh, we'll simply take these Native American children and teach them and no
Right.
no
Yeah, obviously, no.
like dude
Definitely comes from a very colonial
Yeah.
worldview, like that terminology.
but
Obviously,
no,
you
literally
mean
like
not
these
dragging
yeah.
people away and molesting
Yeah.
them and eating
Yeah.
them. Like,
of like
just a
no,
bare
these could
minimum.
be-
Yeah, the
You know.
they could be people, not basically
Monsters.
monsters. Yeah, they could be a part of the world in a economic and cultural sense, rather than monsters. Yeah, but I think
It's interesting.
I'd like to think that that could happen with them, but that also is me thinking that, and I've been known to put too much trust into things like that, or look too much on the bright side of things.
I guess. I mean, different people have different skills, so if you're too nice, you just have to bring some mean people around you to balance it out, you know? Some of us can be pretty mean. I can be really mean. You actually see, like, her face falls a little, she goes, but I guess you already know that.
I mean, we talked about that. I'm just gonna like pat her on the knee. I don't know, like shoulder. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of like where's the hey place to pat my friend who has a crush on me.
We're neutral zone.
Yeah.
Scanning for neutral zone.
Sensors broken. No. We talked about that, but all I have to say on that. I'll say it again if I need to.
No, you
But-
don't have to say it again. It was really nice the first time.
But what about you? Are you seeing a big family in your future? Is that what your parents are about?
I mean, not my parents. I am an only child. So, But yeah, I was hoping to have, like, a pretty big family. Maybe just 20 or 30 kids. I'm kidding.
20 or 30? What?
I'm kidding. But, like, a few, and then, maybe if there are some people who, like, children that don't have homes or whatever, and then a lot of pets, a lot of them. I don't know, I want, like, a big household. I kind of want it to be noisy. I want to have to leave to get quiet, There's a lot of quiet already when I was growing up, because my parents worked pretty hard. So I think it would be nice. But of course, I'm only 22,
Yeah.
so not yet. Later, after I've seen all of the different places and know which one I like the most and has the best food and the nicest people, and where I don't want to just pick a spot and sit there, especially if I want to have children and stuff. Like, it needs to be a good spot. Like, it probably won't be here because this place is going to war. I don't want to
we don't.
settle in a place going to war.
That's the bad thing about war is it could pop up any place at any moment.
It could.
And we're just
This
we're
about
just
to
one
happen now.
like really any country's just needs two diplomats or two people of high standing rubbing each other the wrong way, and you know,
Okay,
some
so I
people
guess
with
it
a lot of
could be
power
here.
get crossed, you know.
Yeah, she nods.
But you know, I'm thinking about it. There are a lot of axe beaks out there in by that cabin. Probably not the best place to have kids run around. I gotta worry about the chickens. I can't imagine like a toddler.
Right. But yeah, I think so. That's always what I've wanted, I think, you know? But later. Like I said, later. I don't know. I've done a few things, like all the things I've had in life so far have been enjoyable. Like I've liked working for logistics and retrieval and getting to travel a little bit doing that. But, you know, Eli doesn't like me to go into dangerous places. And he doubles down on that because I want to go to the dangerous places.
I'm surprised you came, or he allowed you to. I say allowed. Was okay with you tagging along and joining us on this mission.
He's probably not going to let me help you fight the Etten, which is okay. Look, as much as I would like to be able to help with that stuff, I'm not an idiot. I know you all have talents and experience I don't. You know, maybe if it's like some bandit who's only ever really swung a sword 2 or 3 times, or a zombie, then I can help. Or in animals, or other stuff like that. But the giant is probably too much.
I don't know. I think Giant Killer would be a cool title for it.
It's not going to take a lot for you to convince me to try to go. So, if you don't want that to happen, you should probably stop.
Man, what other things could we could find you like a one of these days I got to take out an 8-ank. We could get you an 8-ank title, like, you know, the destroyer of 8-anks.
Takes like a whole group. That would be really cool, though. Plus, I hear they're bastards. Like, really, really
Yeah, they're not
evil, ugly things.
They're not cool. I mean, they're cool in a way, but they're vile, I guess is the best term to use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, hunting one would be nice, but I don't know. I was mostly coming up here to cheer you up, and because I didn't know if you had a girlfriend. Because if you said no, then I really don't know what to think of that conversation you had.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm gonna talk to her when we get back and figure out what she wants and what I want from her. Like, see where we're doing there, because I thought it was just a
Yeah, you should.
small thing.
Even if it only makes you feel better, you should.
I don't.
I have a question though.
Hmm.
How come everyone was being so secretive about it? I feel like everyone knew but me, and maybe I'm wrong. You're wrong,
Because-
knew.
Y'all need to start telling stories or singing a song down there. Quit listening to us.
Your Rahala start playing her lute, which she does have a lute.
Eavesdropping. No. I do talk.
Okay,
kinda loud
apparently
sometimes, but-
everyone but me knew. Which normally Rahala tells me all of the random little gossips and things. It's fun. Did you swear her to secrecy or something?
Did I? I don't remember.
No.
I think I told her about it. Like, I told her, and then Rahala told me about Hattie has a crush on you.
Yeah, you pressured
and
her
I was
into
like,
that,
oh.
but there was no... You guys didn't make any promises to each other.
Yeah.
Other than she was like,
No, I
don't
didn't
tell
tell
her I told you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
No, I think the way I told everybody or made everybody think is just something small, and I guess it's bigger than that.
But why wouldn't they just tell me that? Or even tell me to ask you or something. Everyone just
I don't know. Why wouldn't they tell you that? I just want to say it. No,
Everyone was like, oh, zipped lips. I don't know. It was weird. Kind of made me feel bad.
I don't want that.
The tune on the lyre, like, she like flubs and then continues. Down below, Rahal is just like, I didn't mean to make her feel bad. Now I feel bad. Shame
All
on
Rahal's fault.
Shame on to the rest of you also.
Lamia's just shrugging, like, what? Okay.
Yeah. You were the only one who was also like, am I actually figuring this out, or is...
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think of, like...
You're trying to find a way to
super
get out of this conversation now?
No, oh, sorry, this is what I'm thinking of saying. It was like... It's not really, like, super becoming to gossip about maybe a party member's love life, maybe. Something like that.
Okay.
Like, I don't always bring up Lamia's girl date that she had with
You've brought it up before.
I know.
I mean, no, look, you're right. Okay, how do I put this? How did everyone else find out? How did everyone else know and I don't? That means either someone found out and started telling everyone and said, don't tell Hattie, or you told everyone and chose not to tell me.
Well, why wouldn't they tell you? Huh?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I feel like you know why, or Rahala knows why, but she's not going to tell me because she's mean. I don't mean to be. You do sometimes, like right now.
I think Sam's not dumb enough. I don't think Sam would be dumb enough, like, for this reason to track him. Like, she's asked you, like, do you want a family? She's asking kind of some personal questions on relationship stuff. And then Sam has kind of teased that back with, like, well, how about you? How do you feel about having a family? And also saying, well, I'll go with you on these adventures, type of things.
Mm-hmm. Could be normal friendship.
Could be.
But, yeah.
Well, Hattie, because I think because I flubbed so hard with this deal, thinking it was just casual friend thing, and maybe it's more. I should just ask you right out, like, on these adventures you want to go on, traveling with me. Is that just as a friend?
You mean... What do you mean? Rahal is like,
you're asking
her
me.
breath.
Yeah, she's like, oh!
Playing gets louder.
Yeah.
Tonight has just been so spicy.
I know.
And Ellie's not here.
Yeah. Point left.
Just okay. You mean?
Yeah.
You mean like are we wanting to go as like business stuff or not?
Yeah,
that?
business stuff. No, we'll form our own corporation. We'll call it the Hattie and Sam Group. Uh,
Okay, now you're being
no, Hattie.
sarcastic.
Yes, I am. That's how I
Okay.
deal when I have a hard time talking about stuff. Um,
Sarcasm is defense mechanism.
yeah, it is my defense mechanism. It's a learned evolution trait.
Oh, okay. So obviously, if it's not, they're not asking if. Okay, I know what they're saying. I think.
I don't know if you do.
Her face is turning
Hattie,
kind of
'cause you-
red.
Yeah. You're asking me, like, do I want a family? And I asked you. I do like you.
Okay, see, but now I don't know how you mean that.
Well, I mean, I think we've been friends for a while.
Huh? Since you got hired. Okay.
But do you think more of me than that?
I think I feel really nervous. Maybe yes? Probably? I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I hadn't thought about it that much. Because I try not to. A lot. About that sort of thing. With, people I work with, and... she
I can
just
see that, because it would be
sighs.
weird if it's not if we try that and it's doesn't work out and I gotta see you all the time. You gotta see me all the time.
Did my mom tell you?
No.
Oh. She leans over.
I think that I have a knack of with the questions you were asking. I'm trying to cover for Rahala. I could deduce that. Look, Mr. Guy has given
Sits
me
back
many
up very
gifts.
quickly, fixing her hair. I didn't even tell Rahala. Okay, Eli, can Rahala read minds? Be honest.
Don't drag me into this, and I actually have no idea.
She's playing like frantically. She's like, "No, I can't bloody read minds. I can't do that."
She says she cannot, for what that's worth.
She goes, "Would you stop being neutral and back me up?"
I don't know.
Angry playing loop.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't.
Okay. I may have probably one time recently and before recently told my mom that I might like you. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't mean anything that, like, I don't know. I don't want it to be weird for you. I really haven't thought about it that much. And I can keep not thinking about it.
Did your mom tell your dad? You think?
Probably. She tells him everything.
That explains a lot. What's he doing out there?
Gosh.
She tells him everything, and he's a really good secret keeper, so that's good. And she usually is, but she also likes to play matchmaker. So she didn't talk to you?
No.
Okay. Well, look, again...
With the gifts of Mr. Guy, I have enhanced senses and incredible skills that I'm starting to make up some bullshit. That
Hattie
to
had a
explain
crush
why I
on
know.
Sam?
I literally like launched forward like that in the carriage in the seat.
Where's she sitting at? Is it like within like does my foot hit like whatever piece of wood is near her? And I thought you were asleep.
You can make noise. You're
You're supposed to be taking a nap.
Hear it.
I mean, there's been music playing, and people saying like, "Don't involve me," and you're
She's
gonna
been doing
wake
that
up and
thing.
like partially hear some of that.
She's been doing that thing where she's like kind of like eyes closed and would just occasionally be like, like, no, I'm going back to sleep, and then just keep sitting up. Rahal is just nodding at you.
Okay.
You don't worry about it. Really, it's okay. I just, like I said, I'll keep not thinking about it, and life will go on. It will be easy.
Well, I just don't want you to have this. You know what I'm like at work and doing everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go on a date or whatnot, I'm down for that. We can try something. I mean, just even if it's going to get snacks again at the bakery or whatnot.
Maybe it could be nice.
I heard bakery. I'm not trying to intrude, but bring me back something. And then I like sit back down.
Did someone bring? Y'all got a French horn up there?
Neutral individuals receive plain wheat bread from the bakery. No sugar,
Day old.
no honey, no butter. You're lucky it's not rye chips.
Day old.
Break your
Dropped in
teeth.
the dirt once, licked twice. Before or after it got dropped in the dirt? Both. Okay. Well.
Licked once before, once after. Get the dirt off. But I don't like. This is weird. I gotta try and figure out stuff with Kalan first. All right.
That's fine. So, okay.
I'm not gonna try and. Be in the hearts of two women at once.
Good.
Or try to do anything like that. That's not right.
I wouldn't think you would. So
'Cause
that's
I'm
good.
not an isekai protagonist. No.
God.
No.
Eli's about to jump out of the cart and get run over so he can be an escape protagonist and get away from this conversation.
Yeah.
He's gonna wake up in
It's
real
kinda
life
again.
and really hate it.
Yep.
And that ain't. That's not right to do.
Right. Okay. So
We'll have a better conversation when we're not in the rain on top of a carriage, getting ready to go fight a two-headed giant and get our good
right,
buddy
yeah.
back to his homeland.
Have to make sure that stuff gets done. Yeah. Okay, so for now, I'm just business as usual. Yeah. Just not going to think about it too much, and then we will talk later when we get back.
Yep.
And we're all great heroes and everyone is alive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can do that. And again, if it, whatever you decide is okay. My face feels really hot. I'm gonna go back down. I'm gonna send somebody else to hang out with you. Is that okay?
I think at this point they're going to have to start drawing straws to see who has to come up here.
Is that fine, or will that
Yeah,
make
it's
you feel
fine,
bad?
Andy.
It's not gonna make you feel
No,
bad, is it?
No, I appreciate your company.
I am running away.
That's fine. A tactical retreat is always advisable.
Just climbing back down.
Oh, make Rahala come back up. It'd be funny.
As soon as she's like gets like as soon as she gets in view, she just puts a hand in front of like so she can't see Rahala's face. And, like scoots over, she goes, "Okay, Eli, it's your turn."
Come on, Eli. I have to
that's
confess
fair.
my love to you
I just
too.
go crawl out.
Okay, I tried to wait. I cannot. I'll be back, guys.
We're about to wrap.
We're
Yeah.
wrapped. It's wrapped.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So yeah, Eli, you go up there. I don't know if you want to give us a line to end on.
I'll just sit down in the seat, look at Sammy. Don't say anything.
I think that's how I should live my life from now on. Just need to shut up and just.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good enough line to end on, I'd say. Cool. All right, let's go to the exit screen where no
Exit
one
screen?
can see your
Exit
face.
screen.
Oh, thank God I could take this face off.
All right.
I actually watched that recently. Better than I remember. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was two
yeah,
different
movie's
movies.
dope.
Because I remember the prison scene with the magnetic boots, and I
Yeah.
think that's a good enough idea for an entire movie, and not just part of a okay movie.
Yeah,
Like the
Face Off is
gunfights.
3 different movies in one, dude.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
like a
true.
horror
Face Off is
movie, a action movie, and a prison movie.
a multifaceted film.
There's a lot of dual wielding and just blatant gun shooting in that
Nonsense?
movie. That's
Yes.
very 90s.
Yes.
Almost
like they saw a John
Woo
Woo
was
movie.
involved.
Yeah. Was John Woo involved in that
He
movie?
was involved. I'm pretty sure he was
Okay.
involved. I don't think he
Okay.
was the director, but I think he was involved.
That explains a lot because I'm like, whoever's like somebody saw a John Woo movie and was like, I want to do that, but they didn't like have
This
quite the
is
budget
internet.
for the people to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Internet's forever, so now I gotta check.
Yeah. Was John Woo involved in Face Off?
Oh, I was wrong, but in the wrong way. He did direct that movie.
Oh no!
Nice.
I thought he produced it, but yeah, he's the director.
Oh, that explains that.
The whole beginning gunfight, I'm like, dude, like John Travolta's character, because I don't remember any of the actual names of the characters, is just like, get down, diving on people who could totally
yes.
well just like shoot at the enemies themselves, and he's like diving to get them down, but they get shot anyway. It's like, dude, you're being more of a hindrance than a help to these guys by a lot.
So by so much.
I
just-
just won't lie. I love that movie, dude.
Phenomenal acting by both Nick Cage and John Travolta. Kind of
Yes.
like Nick Cage is giving a very Cage, like, how much Cage
That's-
do you want? Like,
So I was about
there,
to say that.
and John
think the
Travolta
reason-
meets it sometimes. Yeah.
Yes, I think the reason the acting and the bullshit works is because it's everyone who has an extreme trope is at their tropiest. Like you get the
Yes.
cagiest Cage,
Yeah.
you get the fucking I don't know the Johnest Travolta, and you get John Woo at his max.
Travolta.
Like they're all like at max,
'Cause-
so it works because it's so absurd. I fucking love that movie. It's so bad. I love it.
Because John Travolta's character is now Nick Cage, and he
Mhm.
starts like, yeah, I'm this guy, and he starts like psyching himself up, like, no, I have to act like him. I have to be him. This person I hate the
Mhm.
most in the world, the guy who killed my child. I have to be him, and kind of starts like revolver oceloting himself
Mhm.
to like brainwashing himself, where he starts acting too much like him and is like has moments where he's like, I am him, and like, oh wait, like
Yeah,
weird psych stuff, dude.
yeah, it's
It's
dope,
an
dude.
interesting-
But also real dumb, because part of the story is like, yeah, me and like 3 other people are gonna know that you did this and nobody else. What happens if those 3 people die? I guess nobody knows that you're this dude. Guess what happens?
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I shouldn't even say it's
Yeah.
bad. It's not even that it's a bad movie. It's a very mid movie. It's like in that
Yeah.
weird category because usually you have to be like really bad to be bad good. And this movie is like mid awesome. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how you do that.
Like, I think it's objectively a good movie. It's just it's a little over the top. It feels like some of the acting is it's John Travolta and Nick Cage being themselves
Mm-hmm.
over the top almost. So you
Yeah.
have some craziness
Over
in
the
there.
top.
Which doesn't always lead to a good movie. But yeah, anyway, we're
Not
doing
always.
outro stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Face Off.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. That
how dare you
was
do this to
that
me.
was painful. So the thing is, I was already gonna have Kalad come say something, but it's a lot funnier that Molly said something first.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's gold.
No, that's fine. Like, we don't have enough time. It's just a casual thing. I don't think she's gonna be like upset.
Yeah.
Joke's on you, buddy.
I'm skipping town. Goodbye forever. No,
Okay, Sam won the snail poll.
Yep.
we're still doing outro.
Yep,
Hey,
we're
I think
still-
I
we're still out there.
voted on myself, so I won. At least I got that going for me.
Hey,
I didn't know if that was gonna end up being that long of an RP or not. So
Yeah.
that's okay.
No other rules going on. But yeah.
but that worked out. Cool. So everyone else gets to enjoy how painful and awkward some of that was.
Yeah.
And if it tugged at your heartstrings, smash that like button.
Oh my god. Enjoy your shot before it.
Ring the bell. Well,
Before we
Join
go,
us on
raid
Discord.
people, I'm gonna do the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to join our Discord. The links are in the description, and also in our, if you're in YouTube, in our description in that. Do all the social media thing you're supposed to do, which is like, you know,
Dave. I'm gonna have to check that energy, my guy. I want you to say it with your chest.
no. See, that's the problem. I really like. Listen, we really would like.
Just
it if
lean
you
in.
would do
Just
this.
okay, fine. If you can't say it with your chest, lean into your mic and do it sexy.
Oh God, no, I'm not doing that either.
you're getting the longer hair, so it starts working.
I do
I can't
have
even finish.
my hair is getting out of control. I almost glued my hair today with polyurethane foam sealant and was like gonna have to get a haircut before the stream because I was like, if I am not doing this with my hair glued. But that didn't happen. So because that didn't happen, you need to subscribe. We also have a
That would've been
Patreon,
content.
which is patreon.com/unnatural_1s. Right now you can get in every single tier for the low price of $1, but that is subject to change. You should also follow us on every social media outlet that ever exists, all of them, all the time, even if we're not on them. You should still do that. And
Hit us up on LinkedIn.
yeah, sure.
Oh.
We're not on LinkedIn, but you should try and find us anyways. And tell us if you find us, because we need to know that. That's weird.
Yeah, that's
Somebody's
true.
gonna make a fucking LinkedIn now. Someone's gonna do it. Well,
Yeah, maybe I should get started on that note.
but yeah, give us a follow, give us a sub if you're on the YouTubes. 100 subs, Dave will glue his hair together.
Yeah, sure. And
And
then I'll cut
stream
it.
that way.
You
then
should
he'll cut
also check out Patrick. You guys are doing it tomorrow. Lost Initiative. tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be over on Twitch.tv/Lost Initiative, playing in a long-form campaign as my bard character Mikhail, who definitely did not get bit by animal.
And then you should also wish Patrick a happy early birthday, because we won't stream before his birthday in our Discord or wherever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You can do it
you don't have to do
everywhere,
that
all
part.
the wares.
Yeah, you
No,
don't have to do
You
that part.
100% have to do that part.
Just want
That
to
part is
iterate real quick.
Actual necessary.
Real quick though, real quick. You, I just want to iterate. You don't have to do that.
You do.
You should
Do
record.
real quick.
Yeah, you should
Oh,
record
if you're
yourself
watching
singing
the
happy
YouTube
birthday.
video,
Yeah,
you say happy late birthday.
yeah.
Yeah.
You saying it's
Yeah.
gonna be late? You
Yeah.
saying the YouTube video is gonna be up
The
late?
YouTube video will
Is
be
that what
after
you're
No.
your birthday.
No, it'll
Because
be
the
after.
YouTube videos come out on Monday, which I also neglected to say. The replay of this will be up Monday. If you're watching the replay of this, it's already out. You know that. Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah, if you're
How's the
watching
future
the
going?
replay of this, I'm already old.
Yeah, you can also watch last week's where we did this really cool AI survive a story thing, which I need to
See
go
what I
look at the
talked
name
about.
at because I was telling the name. I was
This
trying to
is
remember
Survive
the name.
AI.
Is it Survive?
Yeah,
Survive?
Death by AI.
Oh,
It's
Death by AI.
By
That's what
AI,
it is.
yeah.
Either way, it was fun.
It
Did you guys
was.
see what I named the episode?
No, I did not.
I watched.
I saw that
some
it came
of
out.
today, but
Bro, just let me live.
oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Shit would not, dude. It was not having it. I'm telling you, man, it knew I was black. It knew right away. It was like, nah, fam. You ain't getting through.
Who are we rating today?
Interpoint Station, because they're cool folks with a dope grid map and they're smashing giant robots against each other.
Man, I like giant robots.
All of that sounds
Right?
fantastic.
If
Like
I
I said
didn't
with
have
most
to
Gundam
work,
series.
we would have a Lancer campaign. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had written one.
If I didn't have
Having never
a
played it
child,
again.
we would have.
Well,
sounds
listen,
really
both of
messed
these
up, but
things are
it's also
solvable.
incredibly accurate.
With incredible amounts of money. But yes.
Both of these are problems that can be solved. All we gotta do is get your daughter to work my job for me, and then she won't have time to be your daughter.
Yeah.
You know.
We don't have to worry about them child
chief
labor
executive
laws.
daughter.
And when she starts getting old enough to realize she's being mistreated, we'll just gaslight her.
Oh my god.
No, you
Just
asked
like-
to do that, right? Like, I'm pretty
Dude,
sure.
Okay, straight up, my
I'm
kid
gonna-
is great. She
I'm about to
does
say,
ask
I'm
to
gonna
do
end the
chores,
stream.
and she
I
will
gotta end the
ask to
stream.
do work, and then she'll be like halfway through it, be like, "I don't want to do it." I'm like, "You just told me you wanted to sweep the floor. Like, you can't stop sweeping when it gets hard."